Play a bunch of stuff with Andy.
Yeah, like every day.
That's cool. Where's Andy? Is he still playing with you guys?
Play a bunch of stuff with Andy.
In West Marches?
Test.
Like every day.
That's cool.
He's banned from games.
Where's Andy? Is he still playing with you guys?
Did you not see his list of when they asked or when we vote for the magical item?
Test.
Sorry, different Andy.
Oh.
Mini Andys.
Andy Mano, Andy Hornbeck. Yeah, two different ones. And hold on 1 second.
Did you not see his list of when they asked or when we vote for the magical item?
Test.
Sorry, different Andy.
Oh.
Mini Andys.
Andy Mano, Andy. Perfect. Great. My sound is coming through, and it seems to be loud and clear. Okay, let's begin. Sorry, thank you guys for being so patient. That was
got like 26 more minutes.
dang mess. You were only going to play for an hour? Jeez. Well, your character died. So you guys are going into the tower. When you get into the base of the tower, you come to the steps, just as Aramil did before. Aramil alerts you to the fact that if you stand onto the spiral steps, the steps will actually, once you get to a certain point, lead you all the way up to the top very quickly, instead of at a slow pace. The tower itself, the interior of it, is covered with snow. Like, there's snow on the steps. It's a bit cold in throughout. I assume everybody's kind of picked up their cloaks and whatnot to kind of bind yourself, get ready for a bit more colder climate. You're accompanied by, I know right now the tokens are showing that you have Stennon with you, but it's a lie. It's a horrible lie. But you do have Josef with you, who is one of the town guard from Hilton. The most notable features about him is he has a very paranoid-looking face, and his eyes are kind of bug-eyed. He appears to be very perceptive, and he also kind of has like a strange. He has kind of an accent, and it's really strange. Oh, don't know, but he comes from the beaten path, and just a strange fellow. But he's nice. He's nice enough so far in your conversations with him. He's typically the guy who is at the front of the cavern camp, staying and keeping watch over the city. That said, as you guys kind of get into that same chamber where the ropers' corpses are still kind of lingering, everything in this room is blasted and covered with snow. And it actually seems that the wind is blowing out towards you and kind of causing the snow and such to brush down the steps. Aramil and Sear-Sha, you can see that the wind seems to be coming from an opening in the ceiling. It seems to be coming through the stone and into the chamber, and this seems to be kind of also blowing out into the tower that you just went up and out through the windows into the city below. It's very, very, very cold. In fact, it's so cold that I need everybody to go ahead and just make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, did Aramil lose leg?
Aramil, did you have a cloak?
Yeah, the dragon skull one.
It's pretty heavy. Okay, I'll go ahead and give you advantage for it. You feel yourself kind of tucking into the cloak and pulling the hood up and kind of holding your body close. You can feel the cold on your eyelashes kind of freezing. Everything seems very chill. But the two of you, Sear-Sha and Aramil, note that, and everybody, Boozer, you have a cloak as well, obviously, in your picture. Also alcohol. You're fine. But you guys know that it seems to be coming from up above, and Aramil, you recall how to get up to that portion of the area. You know how to get up there to see if you can't find out what it is.
Yeah, the secondary spiral staircase.
Okay. You guys take that route, the ground seems to be covered with snow, so it's not slippery or anything. It's a bit hard to trudge through, but you manage to get yourself back out into the opening. So you find yourself in kind of a set opening inside of a mountain, almost like a summit, and you see that there are branches and bushes that appear to have been frozen so deeply that they've kind of lost all of their coverage, and they're nothing more than just dark brambles and like sticks. You see that there was a pool of water that seems to be completely frozen over, and laying next to that is a very large form with a bunch of snow about it. It appears to be still, but Aramil, you recall the shape and size of Aeonis. It appears that it is him.
Aeonis is laying on the ground covered in snow?
Mm-hmm. As you kind of inspect closer, you note that there is a bit of red in the pool, also frozen. You also note that it looks like he isn't really moving.
Aramil would approach him.
Okay. As you kind of get close to him, he turns his large head, the snow kind of brushing off of his face, and he looks at you, and he looks past you, and he looks at Fenwar. The Cardinal of the Unicorn, he sent you?
You're damn right.
His enemy rests within. He has taken my heart. He plans to use its power to bring forth the might of Phaethon. Make just an intelligence religion check after hearing that word, anybody who's keen on doing so.
Do they have to be trained in it?
No. Sear-Sha, you would be looking at this thing, and it appears that it's a... That's Thieves' Tool's door. He's a big cloud giant, and he's a bit covered in snow, and it looks like there's a big wound on his chest. Uru, you've actually heard of Phaethon before, surprisingly. You know it because you've heard some stories about primordials. Phaethon apparently is an older, ancient creature that is an entity of flame. Aramil, similar. You would know Phaethon is basically a kind of a bogeyman, but like a fire entity.
And he stole his heart to release him?
So from what Aeonis just said, it stole Aeonis' heart to release Phaethon.
Is Phaethon evil to Aramil's knowledge?
As you're kind of thinking and wondering, Sear-Sha, you know quite a bit more about Phaethon. Phaethon is one of the abominations. So in older times, and you've heard this once before already, I hope it doesn't get old, but in older times there were deities that were not deities. They were like the stillborn or the very young and immature children of the first gods, according to many traditions. Some call them the Titans, some call them the abominations, some call them the powers. One of those is Phaethon. Phaethon is the spirit of the mountain. It's said to be the living embodiment of flame. If it's also trapped here, then this mountain is a really popular place for these creatures. Because there's one in the center of the city, if you recall, the Anaxim.
Alright, I will let my party know that, assuming I overheard this guy.
Okay. As you kind of are talking, you see Aeonis kind of cough, and blood starts to kind of come out of his nose and his mouth, and his eyes roll into the back of his head as he kind of just looks on. As this happens, you kind of feel this weird kind of pulse of just warmth, and it seems to clear the chill a bit, and the snow stops to fall in this area. As it does so, you kind of see like a reddish light emanating from a cave near where the pool happens to be, and its frosted over nature starts to kind of crack and break and melt, and the water becomes a bit more water-like. Aeonis' eyes snap back forward, and he looks at Fenwar and he says, "You must go quickly. His work has begun." And then he finally just dies.
Damn.
Is he for sure dead?
You double check, and he is super dead, for sure.
I'm gonna say some weird Sylvan stuff and put my barky fingers on his eyes and close them. And say, "It will be done."
Lermal loots the body.
Sure.
I'm not going to stop him. It's a good idea. I just think it's hilarious.
Sure. He has about 15 of those berries that you you found yesterday. That Farron was actually picking from them. And you would note, too, just kind of looking at him, that the wound in his chest seems very grievous. It's like his chest has been kind of ripped open. Okay. It looks like the passageway is set before you. This orange glow seems to be emanating from the cave near the waterway.
Uru's going to put his shield on and take the lead.
Okay. The half-orc, Uru, kind of steps forward. I'm assuming Boozer kind of follows right behind.
Yep, I'll follow close behind.
Okay. Josef seems to stay pretty close to Sear-Sha. He is wielding a spear, I believe, and he's kind of got like a weird tin kind of helm. It's kind of got like a nice shine to it, but he seems to be kind of watching you and then watching everybody else, but he seems to stay close to you. Everybody else would be able to very quickly intuit that he seems to be trying to defend or stand close to and guard what he would presume is the weakest member of the party. Again, not a sex thing. It's just you're a sorcerer. You have no hit dice. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. I don't mean you know you're the strongest. I mean spell wise. It's just yeah.
It's because you're blue.
It's because you're blue. The one third of this party is green. Jeez. You guys descend down further in. The cave widens to a width of about 15 feet wide, allowing for 3 to stand in front and 3 to stand behind. Josef will yield the front position to Aramil if he wants it, or he'll allow him to stay back. What would you prefer? Shaff?
Ceiling.
You're going to spider climb it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he'll take the position in the front then. So the front wave, just to be sure, it's going to be Boozer, Josef, and Uru. Any specific desire as to who's on the left, who's on the right, and who's in the middle?
I'll take center as Uru.
Okay, and Boozer?
I'll take the right.
Okay, and then Josef will take the left. And then directly behind Josef will be Sear-Sha, and directly behind Uru will be Fenmar. Sound good?
Yeah.
And then directly above everyone else will be Aramil, who has
Spider elf. Spider elf.
spider powers. Okay, I'm going to move you guys into a map, and just a heads up, it'll be completely black until you move to the bottom right corner of the map. Here we go. Okay.
Christmas trees.
Indeed, Christmas trees.
All right, well, this can't be good.
The room that you step into, as you enter into it, it has reddish stone, and there is an immense heat kind of emanating from the entirety of the chamber. It's completely lit by ever-burning torches set in sconces about 10 feet high, the ceiling being about 15 feet high. And let's see, the other thing that I wanted to say is the room also has a strange smell to it. It smells like fish for some reason.
Like, I don't know if like a cooked fish, like a raw fish, just...
You're pretty savvy when it comes to water stuff, so you would actually know that it smells like fish oil. And you would see that the ground around you kind of has like a slickness to it, a bit of a depth of fluid, kind of set in pools, and that appears to be, from what you can see, fish oil. I'll allow you to make a perception check as well. Really good. Just near where you're at, you can see a couple of small fish actually swimming inside this oil. And they appear to have kind of a yellow color to them. Very strange indeed.
Can I touch one of these fish?
Make a nature check 2.
Not my category.
I know, but give it a go.
They are fish.
They are fish. I'm going to go ahead and give you advantage for it. So you would know that the fish in question, it's about sardine size. It's yellow in color. You would know that consuming the fish, this fish being kind of an underground, like subterranean kind of fish that is resistant to heat, eating it might give you some of the benefits from its magical nature, able to defend itself against heat.
Huh. We should definitely do that then.
There's only 2 of them present near you. If you want to grab one, you can do so.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'd like to. Does someone have something we can hold on to these fish, like a little flask or something?
So just so I have the presumption right, you reach in, grab the fish, and kind of start asking people if they have something to carry them. They don't seem to wriggle too much.
I haven't grabbed the fish yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask. I mentioned this that they. Eating these, we'd get that property later. It might come in handy, so I'd like to carry these with me.
Okay. So Aramil seems to be kind of pulling out a sack. Are you grabbing the fish now then?
Yeah.
As you pull your hands out with the fish, they don't seem to wriggle too much, and they seem to kind of just dormantly kind of lay in your hands. It seems like you would know a little bit about the nature of creatures. They're trying to play dead, you presume, which is to their folly. But as that happens, and you're getting ready to put those fish in the sack, the whole of the complex starts to shake. And you hear a voice kind of just detonate through the entirety of the chamber. You hear a very loud voice. So, the Protector sent some fools to stop me? No matter. You'll never reach me in time. The voice pauses and then cries out again. My lord, Luciferal! Great Phaethon, I beseech you to help me destroy these interlopers. My reindeer, come forth. The chanting resumes now, like his words kind of start continuing over and over. It seems like an echo, really. And then after it, you start to hear like a pulsing chanting in Sylvan. Very, very strange. Does anybody here speak it?
Druid? Yeah.
Okay. For you, what you're hearing is the ritual. It seems to be what's known as a heart seeker ritual. Basically, these are done by druids, other people, to kind of like, when they're hunting, be able to hunt better. Okay, everybody, you've moved a little bit. If anybody else besides Uru and Boozer wants to kind of move position-wise, feel free. Joseph is going to try and stay within 5 feet of Sear-Sha whenever she does move.
How deep is the fish oil?
It's about a foot deep. These fish, by the way, they're sardine size. They're real tiny.
Are these doors that I'm seeing to the straight ahead,
There's
straight ahead and one to the left?
doors to the left, doors straight ahead, and kind of doors on the, if you go straight forward and to the right. But yeah, just position-wise, just once everybody's kind of settled, which it looks like you guys have, right? Good.
I'm good.
And everybody's drawn their weapons in kind of a defensive manner, right?
Before entering here, I hope.
Absolutely.
Okay, for sure. Weird voices and destroy the interlopers. Okay, you hear bells ring out, like not loud bells, like jingling bells, kind of ring out from your left side, and then you see this kind of pulse of greenish red energy, like it's just a weird mist of green and red. From it spouts out weird silver flecks, almost like tinsel, and then appearing in its full form is a reindeer about the size of a person, a little bigger than a person, not a massive reindeer. And as it manifests, its eyes flare red and flames burst out of its nostrils and land in the center, the crux of those two paths. And the flame takes form.
I was about to say, do I know if this is like a natural animal or if this is some demon?
It appears demonic as fuck.
Okay.
You got this, bro.
All right. So it shoots flames from its nostrils, which land in the middle and create a large flame form manifested before you. It stays in its position, and yeah, that's it. Let's do the initiative thing.
That feel when you really wish you had water spells.
You brought a water sorcerer.
Luckily, you've met Sear-Sha.
10.99. Is that real life?
Yeah, so it's
Tiebreaker.
technically it's 11, but yeah, he has a -1 dexterity.
Life's hard, dude.
It's interesting.
I didn't click on armor class. What are you talking about? Okay. All right. At the start of the initiative, it'll be Aramil, and as you're beginning to prepare, you hear the voice in the midst of its chanting yell, "On comet!" All right, Aramil, you're up.
Rudolph.
Before he starts, because these fish were resistant to fire, do I know if this oil is going to be?
You would know that the oil is not going to be. The oil is very flammable.
That's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to tell them not to step in the oil.
Okay. As the thing kind of emanates Aramil, you hear Sear-Sha from behind you yell, "Don't get in the oil," and then you take your turn.
All right. And the flame elemental that's in the middle of the map was definitely what was blown from Comet's nose.
It basically shot out 2 gouts of flame, which hit the center and kind of began to form into the flame elemental.
He's the source of it. Okay.
Okay. You're targeting the. Okay.
Yep.
All right, that'll hit. You see Aramil notch an arrow, fire it very quickly, notch a second arrow and fire it. Both hit strongly into the reindeer's neck. You hear bells jingle as it kind of moves back, but it seems to have kind of a strangeness to its gait, and blood starts to fall out of its neck from where the arrows struck. It is bloodied. The fire seems to the blood seems to hit the ground, and once it does, it kind of ignites on fire.
Oh.
Pretty cool. Okay. Anything else from you there, Sheffins?
Nope.
All right, we'll go to the fire elemental. I got this frickin' barbarian. It's stepping forward, entering into squares for real this time. A portion of its fiery form actually touches the oil to the left, which ignites, so it completely combusts. Josef, Uru, Boozer, and Fenmar all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh! Dead.
I have advantage. Oh, I'm not raging yet.
DC is 13. If you failed it, you take 7. If you succeeded, you take 4.
What if you critically failed?
You are now nothing but fire, and you die. I'm kidding. No, you still
What
take.
if you critically failed and you're made of wood and moss?
You still take 7. You're not vulnerable to fire yet. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to make 2 attacks, both on Uru. It seems to be just trying to reach out and grab you or touch you. First attack, second attack.
Both of those miss.
Yep, you get your shield between it and yourself, and it just doesn't seem to affect you. Enters a creature space on this. Okay. Yep. Next up is Fenmar.
Alright, I'm totally throwing my magical light hammer at it.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Amazing.
It'll take 2 points of damage. And your hammer kind of goes through it and blasts a bit of its form away and kind of lands behind it on the landing over here.
It's supposed to come back? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to come back.
No, you don't have a cool magic hammer.
I do, though.
It's just a regular +1 light hammer, my friend. It's okay. You don't have a second attack. Do you have any bonus actions you want to do or anything? Are you good?
Good.
Okay. Uru.
Well, first I would like to rage,
Rawr.
and then I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
Okay. Throw it.
Oh,
Roll me
Oh, geez.
roll me a 20-sided dice, please. Just 20-sided dice.
Oh,
your hammer goes into the fire.
All right. Well, it seems like we're starting a collection of hammers over here on the landing. You swing your hammer straight at it, and it kind of like lowers its form, like into the oil. And your hammer was going for its head face. The heat kind of like catches you off guard for a second. Like, you know, when you reach for a pot and like a little bit of grease will kind of like hit your hand, and you're like, ah. Same thing, but your hammer goes flying, sailing over it, and lands right about here. You actually hear it clatter and clink against the other Canadian's hammer. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Do you have a backup weapon?
I'm going to punch it in the face.
Okay.
If I don't have a punch set up, I'll just roll.
Yeah, just make the same attack. You're proficient with. Well, that's fine. You'll hit, and you do 1 plus your strength modifier damage. So what's that going to be?
That will be 5 damage.
All right, seems to be resistant to your attacks. The other thing you note that throwing your hands in there, especially from the first one, seems to be a bit more horrible a situation than you were anticipating. I need you to take a total of 10 fire damage because you attacked it twice. And rage will not cut that. All right, Boozer.
How deep is this oil?
It's about a foot deep, but the pool to the left is on fire.
Yeah, I was gonna go around to the right.
Smart. It won't
I'm probably
impede
gonna-
movement at all.
I'm probably gonna slip. I'll just walk over here. Do I have to roll slipping saves?
No. Actually, when you step into it, you kind of feel like the stone underneath kind of has like a weird gravelly feel to it, and seems to be keeping your foot pretty sturdy. You make it and hop up onto the the 1 foot up onto the ledge there, and I assume attack.
Okay. I'll cast magic weapon as a bonus action,
Smart.
and then I will do 2 attacks.
Hit. And
Oh, hold on. I didn't turn on my magic weapon, so that's actually +1 damage.
so it'll be 18. Yeah.
And I turned it on now, so I'll do it again.
Okay. All right. Hit. All right. You come in with your maul, bringing the large head of it in, slamming into its form. A bit of its flame kind of sparks out to the side and becomes ash. But you do feel that getting in close with it is a little less than ideal. You'll be taking a total of 10 points of damage as you attacked it twice.
All right.
5 for each. Okay. It'll go to the reindeer. It kind of moves behind the thing, but you can still see it through the flaming form. It kind of reels back and then throws its head forward. Out from its nostrils, more fire comes out. It doesn't seem to be stopped by the fire elemental, it actually bolts through it as this cone of flame just comes gouting through and out of the fire elemental into you guys. Dexterity saving throws.
Everyone?
Just the two, Uru and Boozer. All right, so you'll take 21 points of fire damage if you failed, and you'll take 11 points of fire damage if you succeeded, which 12 is the DC, so, yep. All right, Sear-Sha? Yep. You're up.
Okay. Sorry, my spell. I'm gonna tidal wave, hitting both of them there.
Okay. And you're basically going to do it straight out from Uru, so you only catch those two, right?
Yeah, I'm not trying to hit Boozer and Uru there.
No, I mean, if you want to.
No.
It'll cool them off. All right. The fire elemental will have disadvantage on the saving throw here, because it's hard in my mind to imagine how it would avoid. It fails, and then the it's half on success, right?
Yeah.
No need to roll. Aramil. Butchered this thing. You see the reindeer get tagged by the wave full on, and it just goes flying back, kind of into the oil, and it kind of just lays there floating in the 1 foot of oil, kind of, not really floating, but it's dead. The fire elemental will take double damage, so 32. After the water kind of brushes through it, it's going to, it gets prone, and is it push at all? No, just not prone. Okay. It appears that the form is less burning, as there's just not as much flame there, and it seems to be kind of letting up a bit more black smoke. All right. Anything else from you, Sear-Sha?
No.
Okay. On your turn, Josef will kind of, it looks like he's stepped into position between you and Fenmar. He's got a shield raised up, and he's got a spear kind of set over it. And he looks like he's just guarding you. Looks like he's taking the dodge action. All right. Aramil.
To the fire elemental.
Okay, and that was the first round of initiative. Good deal. Sorry, I had a dice for this, but I apparently have lost it. That's awesome. I will have to. Okay. Shift the 100 mark over and then attack. That'll hit. And this is non-magical, correct? Doesn't seem to be working as good as you'd like it to. That arrow is also gone, by the way. Same as this one. All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. It'll go to it. It is going to move through Uru. Okay, so no saving throw. It can just move through other people's spaces. Uru, you're going to take
attack of opportunity.
It's still technically adjacent to you, but for funsies, I'll allow you to do it. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's still technically adjacent to you, but yeah, go ahead, go for
the
it.
fire again.
Go for it. Yeah, you don't have a hammer, which is why I'm allowing it.
Oh no, it's Boozer who's wanting to attack.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I get you Canadians mixed up. Boozer, take the shot. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you are right. Go.
I'm gonna, as I see this opening, I'm gonna jump in the air and do the spinning barrel attack on it.
Nice. Do you want to spend your inspiration for it?
Well, it was prone. Does it count?
Oh, well, no, it got up and moved.
Oh, right.
Yeah. If you spend your inspiration on it, yeah, you'll go ahead and get that 24 crit. So go ahead and click the damage then. Oh, let's go ahead and back up. Uru, make a dexterity saving throw. All right. You manage to get back. You back up 5 feet as it kind of falls forward. You see the dwarf leap up into the air with hops, spin with the hammer, and swing it up wide. It connects with where the head is of this creature, and it seems to take the whole like brunt of it and send it sailing off away. It just becomes like sparks in the air as it gets away from his hammer, and it just kind of falls in a heap of flame, and it doesn't seem to get to you. It just goes out. All right. Perfect. Good shot. Real solid. I will say this, though. We're still going to continue on the initiative track because after the elemental is felled, you see this statue here. It kind of like glows, and it fires a bolt of flame from its dwarven eyes, which seem to be kind of set with small rubies, at Boozer. Sure, he's closest. And why is my macro not working? Yeah, sorry, hold on a second. Here we go. So you'll take 9 points of damage. Oh, it's not within 30 feet, is it? It is! I'm dumb, I don't know how to count good. Yeah, take 9 points of fire damage.
Okay. Boozer's looking a little hurt here.
Yep.
A little singed.
The statue doesn't appear to be a creature. It seems like someone, or it seems like a trap of some sort. All right, Fenmar, you're up.
I'm going to heal Boozer with Cure Wounds.
Wait, did the statue move at all, or just its eyes attacked?
Its eyes attacked.
I'm just wondering what happens if we just run straight past where they can't see guys.
Yeah, both of the statues on your sides there appear to have eyes set with rubies and some other gemstones on them. They look pretty pricey, but only the one on the left shot, not the one on the right.
I take that back. We kill it.
Okay. Fenmar, you cure him of 5 hit points. Okay. Any other movement or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
Okay. All right. Uru? Fenmar, as you back away and kind of like cautiously look around, you hear the words of the giant in your head ring again. With haste. With haste. Uru?
My first run and grab my hammer.
Okay. As you kind of get onto that landing, you see that there are 2 baskets that are filled with strange, weird colored kind of paper, you think. And then there are these strange canes that have red and white stripes all about them. If you've ever been in a city, you would know them as hard candy.
Looks tasty. I'm going to run over here, and then I'm going to smash this fucking statue right in the face.
Okay. No need to make an attack if your intent is to try and disable it. All I need you to do is just make a strength check. Okay.
Oh boy. I am technically raging.
Yeah, advantage is noted, but basically, if you have ever swung a hammer against something that doesn't yield to hammers, and you get that whoa, that's where you're at right now. That's where you live.
Well, Uru doesn't really learn very quickly, so can he attempt it again?
I'll allow it since you can make 2 attacks in a turn. Sure. Go ahead and make another strength check. Yeah, that's better. You swing the hammer again, this time kind of swinging for more the face meat of the statue. You hit the gemstones, and they rattle inside of the sockets for a second, and then just fall out. And the light that was in them kind of goes away once they hit the oil. Okay, that's Uru. Boozer?
I'll take a moment to touch myself and healing hands.
Nice.
I'll handle the other statue. You hear him yell from behind on the ceiling.
Okay.
And I'll step up. Actually, I'll just jump across.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can jump 10 feet.
Sure. You see the basket of candy canes and such, as I mentioned. There are 2 doors present here, 2 double doors, one directly to your right and one directly in front.
I'll wait for the rest to come up. Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. I'll go ahead and remove this off the map. Okay. Sear-Sha, it is your turn. And again, I know that it's weird. It looks like combat's over and we're still going at an initiative track. There is reason for that. Please just don't ask too many questions. We're not dropping out of initiative.
Nope, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna head over there, use my entire movement, basically.
Kind of dash over. Okay. All right. You see the candy canes and the weird paper candies.
I learned we don't touch things, so I will wait.
Okay. All right. At the end of that, hold on. Aramil, as you kind of start to begin your turn, the ground shakes. The place, you can feel the heat kind of rising, and the chanting that I'd mentioned before becomes a bit louder. You can hear more of the Sylvan just words being spoken. And as I mentioned, Fenmar, it's definitely sounding like a Heartseeker ritual, like someone who would be hunting or trying to like specifically pinpoint something. It's the kind of ritual that they might perform in that.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to do, Aramil?
I will run across the ceiling behind this and try to drop between the wall and the statue itself.
That'll take dashing for sure.
Yeah, I got bonus action for dash.
Okay. And you'll figure just as a bonus action that this is not one of those statues, and the rubies that are set inside of these sockets are just small and kind of not really rubies. They look like they're more garnets, actually.
Oh, okay.
You want to pick? You want to pick those 2 out?
Sear-Sha will make you pick them out.
Do you pick?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already over here at this point, so I would
All right.
just pick out whatever gems are over here.
Put 2 50 gold piece garnets on your character sheet.
Up to the party treasure for now.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, Fenmar.
I get all the way up to here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a fast little guy.
And, that's it for now.
Okay. Any actions at all? Nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
I guess pick up my hammer since it's here, but yeah, that's it.
Good choice. Yep. Uru.
I'm gonna step into this oil and grab those rubies.
Okay. Yep. 250. I'm sorry. 250 gold piece rubies.
I'm gonna toss one at Boozer and just be like, "That was the sickest thing I think I've ever seen."
Boozer, make a dexterity saving throw.
Drop this. Oh, my
You-
dex.
Whoosh! Catch it. It's like a buddy cop movie right now. All right. Boozer, anything you want to do on your turn?
I guess I'll check these doors now that we're all here.
Doors
I'll
on the
take 5
right,
steps,
or okay.
open this one up.
All right. So it's a bit more of a labor to open these doors than regular doors. It will actually require you to take a bonus action to open the doors.
Sure.
Okay. Once you do, you see on the other side that the tiles of the floor in front of you appear to be covered with these strange arcane marks that are glowing lightly yellow. And there is another of the statues before you. And from what you can see around the corner, there's another of the statues at the far end of this hall.
I'll let the party know. And I guess I'll try this other door and open that one with my... Can I use my action to open it?
Sure. All right. Upon opening this one, you see that it enters into a hall or chamber, and the floor in this room appears to be covered with cracks, and the cracks seem to be kind of emanating heat out of them. They have like an orange glow to them. The stone, you being a dwarf, doesn't appear to be very stable.
Okay, I think I'm out of movement, so...
Okay. Sear-Sha.
I'd like to hand both Boozer. I've got several sacks, so I'm gonna give Boozer and Uru one of the fish each.
I'll allow them to eat them as a free action if they choose to.
That's for you guys. And the statue in front of us here, where the door was open, does it look like it had jewels or rubies or anything like the other two?
It's completely identical to the one that Uru smashed on, but you being a master jeweler, your perception is very keen. The eyes that are set in it are garnets, not rubies.
Right, I'm gonna wait for someone else to disable. I'm not touching the statues. I will let one of our big guys do it.
For those of you who ate a fish, the effects of fish eating, just so you know, whenever you take fire. No, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. My brain. Whenever you eat a fish, okay, you effectively have 10 points of temporary hit points, but those temporary hit points will only block fire damage. So the next time that you take fire damage, you'll take less, and it'll go against that pool of 10.
Okay.
All right. Sear-Sha, anything else?
The floors in that room were covered in runes?
Correct.
Are they readable, or?
If you want to, you can go ahead and make an Arcana check, yeah. You speak Primordial? Yeah. Okay. They seem to be primordial runic glyphs, basically in primal magic, which is very hard to kind of master. So these are definitely ancient, or carved by someone with some power. They allow you to kind of draw from the elemental plane. These appear to be glyphs of honing, and what that means is if you were to activate these glyphs, or these glyphs were kind of detonated to someone, they will make someone more less resistant, more vulnerable to an element. Your presumption is fire. So if these glyphs are activated, you'll take more fire damage when you take fire damage.
Now, with that roll, do I know how these activate? Is it like just by stepping, or I would have to? I don't know that yet.
You would actually know right now. They are not active, and walking across this path would have there would be no issue. They are inert. Whatever magic could be entered into them, it's not present. It looks like they've either been detonated or they're, just not activated yet.
Okay, so I'm going to say let them know that the glyph seems safe, but I'm not sure about the statue.
Okay. And if that's it, you don't have anything else. You're standing right next to the candy cane, so I want to grab any treats.
Sure.
Okay. Would you like to grab a papered candy or a candy cane?
Oh, tough choices, hey?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go for a paper candy.
Okay. When you unwrap it, if you do so, it appears to be kind of like a taffy. And do you want to eat it?
Looks safe to eat. Part of Fire Elemental's house.
I mean, do you eat the taffy or no?
I think it's children's candy. Why not? I sniff it and then I'll taste.
It's poison. No, okay. Damn you.
Well, they're what your water elemental guys.
No, it seems to be very sweet, and it seems to be very good. It seems to be quite delicious. You don't know if it has any effects or any benefits or boons, but it definitely does taste supernaturally sweet. All right, counter 3. All right. So this is the beginning of the 4th round, correct? Yes, great. So, Aramil.
Aramil would like to run across the wall here and try to scoop a fish as he does so.
There are no other fish besides the 2 that were imbibed.
Oh, okay. All right, I understand. Guess I'll run over here. So that's the statue you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Is there quite a bit of the candy?
Yeah, a lot of it. More than enough.
Alright, then I'll just use my standard action?
It's no action.
Between here.
It's no action to pick up a candy and eat it.
I was just gonna shovel a bunch of it in to a
Oh,
bag,
okay.
Halloween style.
That's fine. Yeah, you. That'll take a bonus action.
Okay. And then I'll eat one of the candy canes, I guess.
Okay. You put the candy cane in your mouth, and it seems supernaturally sweet.
And then I'll try to hop back towards the ceiling.
Okay. You're on the ceiling at that position. All right.
Okay.
Benmar.
I think it's time to YOLO. I'm fearless. I'm going in.
Okay.
Oh, the runes weren't the problem, it's the statue.
You go in. Go ahead. Take your movement.
Oh man. Do I notice anything about the other statue? Are they garnets? Do I even know?
You're not much of a jeweler. They do appear to have a red pair of eyes, yeah. But
Alright. We're already this far.
Yep.
I guess that's it.
Perfectly fine. And on 15, the eyes do ignite and fire flame at you, Fenmar.
Of course.
Both of them or just one?
Just the one on the far end.
Okay.
The garnet ones doesn't appear to. Yeah, no detonation there. Bang!
Oh crap!
I'm dead.
Jesus.
24 points of damage.
I am
You,
knocked out.
you take 10 less because you ate a fish.
I didn't eat a fish.
He didn't eat a fish.
You were given the fish, but you didn't eat it?
I
Rue had the fish and Boozer had the fish.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
I'm knocked the fuck out.
All right.
But you only. What's your health at?
He had 16.
Oh, he took damage during the fight.
He's also a druid. He doesn't have, and his con's garbage. So
I also got crit.
yeah, that's true. That's the.
Because I roll ones and I get crit on. Oh, I love this game.
I love you, Kevin.
Oh my god.
All right, Uru, you hear from the other chamber.
Smells like smoked wood.
It does smell a bit like a mesquite.
Right, I run in, and then I am going to also dash, I guess. I'm just holding my shield up towards the statue.
Okay, and standing guard over Fenmar. Got it.
Correct.
All right, Boozer, you're up next. You can run over the candy canes if you want.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I'll grab a handful while I do that.
Okay, kind of
Just shove it. In
hop over them and grab some candy, and then dart past Aramil.
Under
Aramil. Yeah, he's actually on the field. Yep, and it looks like you can get to him with your 25 feet.
Lay on hands for 1 point.
All right, welcome back to the land of the living there, Fenmar. Okay. And Boozer gave you 1 hit point from lay on hands, so you can heal yourself now. All right. And you also have Uru standing guard over you with his shield pointed at the statue. All right.
So I get up, I say, it's all part of the plan, gents.
Sear-Sha, you hear the events going on in there. Yeah.
Hey, I will step in, and he looks like they're helping him, so I'm gonna attempt. Well, before I touch the statue, I want to check for any more traps.
This one's
Just in case.
untrapped. As a bonus action, if you want to remove the garnet eyes, you can.
I do.
Okay, you have 2 50 gold piece garnets.
Can someone add that to the party really quick? Sorry, my computer's acting.
All right. So that would be the end of the 4th round. A wave of fire seems to rip through the entirety of the complex. You feel this just rush of heat kind of emanating. It seems to be coming from the door directly ahead of you up on near the statue. It also seems to pulse into the other chamber that Aramil's in and just kind of flush the entire area. Just a rush of heat. And you hear maniacal laughter amidst the chanting, and a rumbling sound throughout the complex. The maniacal laughter kind of stops for a moment, and you hear, "Suffer the wrath of Phaethon, my master." It seems to blow open the doors and kind of rush against the walls. It also has a couple of other effects, like namely this. Hold on. The glyphs underneath you ignite. Aramil and Sear-Sha, you hear a loud crashing sound from the room with the cracked floor. You also hear other cracking and falling away, and it sounds like the sound of large stone and metal kind of breaking and falling apart back from the fish oil room or beyond it. You can see, Aramil, that the fish oil has all become ignited now, and the body of the reindeer is kind of burning inside of it. The Aramil, Boozer, and Sear-Sha, you ate candy, right?
Yeah.
Great. Everybody else, everybody, period, roll a Constitution saving throw for the heat.
What's with the ones, dude?
No, it's on the second dice. Don't even.
I
roll
know, but it's still there.
Fenmar, you pass. Aramil, you pass. Sear-Sha, you pass. Uru, you do not pass. And Josef doesn't pass. And Boozer, you pass. Okay. Because the candy seems to have had some effect. If you passed and you have eaten candy, you take no damage. If you have failed and you have eaten candy, you take half damage. If you failed and you didn't eat candy, you take full damage. If you failed and you didn't eat a candy, you take half.
Succeeded and didn't eat candy.
So you'll take half of 13.
I'm fast out again.
Shovels eat more candy in. Fenmar seems to be kind of flushed by the heat, as you can see, and the glyphs underneath you activate. They don't seem to detonate, but they seem to be charged at this point. Aramil, you're up.
Aramil, bonus action, throw some candy at me.
Yeah, scoop a whole handful and just toss it at you.
Okay.
Still on there. How high are the flames reaching from those glyphs?
Oh, no. So there's no flames reaching from the glyphs. The glyphs are just glowing yellow now. The fire's all gone. It was just like a rush of heat that blasted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
What?
That.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you moved over there. Okay. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
As you come around the corner, you can see that the doors have been blasted open, as I mentioned. It looks like the floor is kind of given way, and kind of hovering above the door or the floor, there is a serpent with flame wings and red scales and skin, and a large reindeer that just seems to be very muscular compared to the last one that you saw, with darkish fur. It kind of looks at you with red eyes and kind of... All right.
Well, not knowing if this trap's going to activate, I'll pop the rubies out.
They are rubies, so yeah. Just bear with me here.
And then I'll try to...
Sorry. 1 second. Okay, perfect.
Does it seem like the statue would provide any cover at all if I was to hide behind it?
No, it's in the corner.
Okay, then I'll jump back to the ceiling.
Okay.
It's my last 20 feet.
All right. Fenmar, death saving throw.
All ready for another one.
Oh! Wow.
Oh my god!
That's two failures. So you have one failure remaining, and then you die. All right. Uru?
Didn't somebody stabilize you, though?
Yeah, and then he got hit by the
No.
wave of fire. Yeah.
I'm gonna take my healing potion. I'm gonna pour it down his gullet.
Okay. Forcing a potion down someone else's throat is an action. Drinking one yourself is a bonus action for the new people.
I know.
Okay.
I curse a little bit, but I gently bring up his head and pour it down his face.
All right. 2d4 plus 2.
Spark and fire do not work well.
Right.
Yo, you want to roll those dice for me, dude?
No, you go right ahead. I want to see if you can wreck your luck.
I want to see if we get 4. I want to see if we can get 4 on
2d4
this.
plus what?
2d4 plus 2. The minimum you can get is 4.
Oh my god!
Oh my
You
god!
roll so good. I've enjoyed this. And then I'm gonna walk forward and take a look outside.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a big bruiser of a reindeer. It's still medium size, but you're corded and muscular. This thing is also corded and muscular. That it looks like if you guys were to wrestle, it might be a good wrestling match. All right.
I'm assuming they've noticed us.
Yeah. The other thing you would note too is Sear-Sha, as he walks past, he doesn't seem to be noticing any effect of it, but the glyphs that he steps on detonate. So all 3 of the glyphs that he stepped on detonate. It doesn't look like he gets ignited or burned or anything, but just keep track of this for me, Jeremy. You currently take 3 additional fire damage whenever you take fire damage.
Noted. I'm also going to take one step back.
I'm good, and then you'll get another one there. I'm going to go ahead and put a little note on you. There we go. Cool.
Do I know what they're doing, or just know that he's setting them off?
You know from before that they basically make you more susceptible to fire damage. You know that him stepping across them is actually causing them to detonate. So the ones that he stepped on, 3 in that line, no longer seem to glow. All right.
Okay, so the glyphs are now active. Step on as little as possible.
Boozer.
I guess Finmar's still prone, right? Can I just jump over him?
You can step on him, just walk across him.
No, I'm just gonna jump over him.
Fair
I
enough.
don't mind, dude.
Onto
This
this
game
guy.
steps on me all the time.
Yep. No activations or anything. You're good. And then
How far would that reindeer look, Guru?
He's like essentially right around the corner. About 5 feet in.
Oh, okay. And I'll just go in.
okay, and then step in against him. The snake kind of like reels, and the reindeer kind of like gets down a bit, like it's preparing to jump forward. Go ahead and if you're attacking it, attack it.
So the reindeer's the one in front of me, and there's a snake above?
Yeah, the snake is actually they're both flying at current because they're hovering above the pit. The reindeer's about your level though. The snake is probably about 5 feet up. So like still in striking distance, but not set against the ground.
So if they're flying, what happens if I try to shove them prone?
Well, it's a good question. You want to give it a try?
Sure.
We'll just see how it goes based on your success. You're basically trying to push them down, right?
Yeah. I want to see if they can fall.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Could ride one.
All right. And you're doing this to the snake or the
The one
reindeer?
in front of me.
Okay.
I guess that's the reindeer.
You reach in with your hammer and kind of like pull your hammer up because it kind of got down a bit, and grab like its antlers with your hammer and just shove straight down. When you do so, it kind of hits its head against the stone, and it seems to be kind of lying there in the air, but it does appear to be prone. It just doesn't fall farther. It doesn't go into the hole. It is technically prone for purposes of attacking and such.
Okay, then I'll do my special attack on it then.
Okay. Go ahead and, yep. So it'll be a total of 12 damage, and then plus 10 because of the sharpshooter. Well,
Oh, I crit because it's prone?
oh, right, yeah, that's right. Holy crap. So 34 damage. Damn.
Jeez.
That's gross.
Oh, and I can actually use my bonus attack action to do another attack as I crit.
Sure.
So I'll do another barrel roll.
All right. Go ahead and throw that damage. All right. So you grab it by its horns, shove it down. Its head kind of slams against the stone, and its body's laying out flat. You kind of step back and pull your hammer up and around, and then spin downwards and smack its head so it smashes into the wall and kind of settles back onto the stone like it was. Then you spin it around up over your head and bring it down. It hits so hard it causes the head to like splinter and break. You see just blood and pus and brain matter kind of flying everywhere, and the stone underneath it breaks. The body descends down into the hole. The snake's eyes widen and it hisses ferociously. It's like, ah!
I just sort of look around the corner and I tell everyone, I told you I could do this.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Rue's never seen me at my best.
My peak. Like with a little alcohol and fire around me. The fire snake will
Your breath is on fire, by the way.
make an attack against you. It kind of whips in, bites at you, and then slaps at you with its tail. Nope, and probably not.
Almost though, but no.
Yeah. So you kind of just annoyedly kind of like, move aside from it. Yeah. No time for reindeer games. It's dead. So Sear-Sha, you're up.
All right. To take as many little as possible. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, that's a hard corner. I can't really go across, can I?
It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to go out this way, which I think that activates that one because that one hasn't been activated.
Yep.
I'm going to get up ahead, and while I'm here, I'm actually going to give Fenmar one of my healing pots. You know what? I will give you 2 of my healing pots because
No, don't worry about it.
Just
if you have it at the end, give it back to me. That's fine. But for now, just hold on to 2.
Okay.
Sear-Sha, you step on the glyph. It doesn't seem that they're like accumulating or anything. It just, if you step on one, it activates. For the remainder, you'll be taking 3 more fire damage whenever you take fire damage.
Got it.
Got it. All right, and that's turn. That was the end of the 5th one, so counter 5. All right, Aramil.
Still 15-foot high ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll come down to touch range.
Okay.
You guys are nuts. You guys should be saving your shit.
Oh, I thought you were unconscious.
No,
I'm up.
he's awake.
Oh, well, shit. Sorry. I thought, we were.
She didn't just
failing
hand.
saves.
She didn't just hand potions to an unconscious guy. Here, use these when you can.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Throws 2 vials on him. Good luck.
Nobody rolled, so I thought.
No,
I didn't think you could.
it was
Uru.
yeah. Shove the potion down his throat.
Yeah, I totally wouldn't have done that. Then I misunderstood. Sorry.
Yep, start over. Try again.
Well, if he's good, then I'll just Hunter's Mark to that guy and shoot.
That'll hit, and that will bloody it. It looks like it's got an arrow sticking out of its like weird crown. You kind of line your shot up. The second shot, fire it right down the barrel of its mouth. You can see its snake tongue kind of just get, pushed far back into its throat, and it actually causes it to become impaled and stuck on the wall just near where it was flying.
Perfect.
Josef not come with us?
Josef, sorry, I apologize. I'm the worst DM ever. Let me go ahead.
He
and
died.
Did he?
Yeah, it was in there. I
No.
put it in the chat.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah, he's dead.
That didn't happen. Josef was forgotten because John is a bad DM. Sorry, hold on. There's things behind the scenes that I'm trying to get done too, and yeah, I always mess up the extras.
He had candy. He was sitting at the candy bowl eating it all.
Being
actually-
gluttonous.
I'm actually going to go with that. That's hilarious to me. And then he'll kind of wander in and stand next to Sear-Sha. He too activates glyphs, not really noticing anything about it.
Just a quick question: is this
Shoot.
a wall here beyond the second hole,
Mm,
or are we supposed to be able to see through it?
You're supposed to be able to see through it. The doors were burst open at the counter
Oh, it's a
floor.
door. Okay, I see.
Mm. Boozer, at the start of this round too, just as Aramil fires stuff in, the thing that you're noticing most that's definitely curious to you is the stone underneath your feet does not seem very sturdy. It seems like it's prone to cracking and breaking. You're pretty sure you could jump across to the other ledge, but you're not sure that that stone's going to be able to hold your weight if you do that.
Is there enough on the sides that we could sort of
Kind of
hug the wall across?
scooch through. I'd say with big dopey dwarven feet, it'd be a lot more difficult, but we can give it a try. But it's Aramil's finished, and then it's Benmar's up. You are prone, and you've got a couple potions in your lap. What are you doing?
Standing up like an action or bonus action?
It's half your movement.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up.
Mhm.
First thing I'm gonna do is summon, I guess what used to be the unicorn spirit, but it's wolf spirit now. It does the same thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a unicorn.
Uh,
Like I said, it's still a unicorn. Don't.
that square, if I can.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use Cure Light Wounds or Cure Wounds on myself as a level 2 spell. I love this game.
Does he have just roll a 1 die?
Oh,
No, this
that's
is just
so
me
good.
playing D&D. This
That's so
happens
good.
more than you know. But because this spirit's up, everyone within its radius gains 5 health extra.
Like permanently or just?
No, like you recover 5 hit points. That's
Okay.
what the spirit does
Like right now or on our turn?
right now.
Okay.
I don't think it affects me though, because the rating says your allies.
Yeah, that wouldn't be you.
So, yeah, that's it. I'll just wait here. Because rushing in has done me so well.
Yeah. Pretty lousy. Uru, it is you're up. Go ahead.
I'm gonna nom on that fish really quickly, and then I'm going to come around here.
I'll just warn Uru about the stability of the floor as he comes in.
All right. As he kind of steps in, the two of you standing there, do me a favor, the both of you, just make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Okay. It looks like the portion where you hammer blowed the head through and a couple of other portions near the ledge kind of fall in, cracking and dropping in. Yeah, you're saying, watch out the stone floor, and then as you're saying that, you guys kind of step back just a little bit.
I guess we're going around probably. Unless you guys have other ideas.
Oh, I think I could make those jumps. I'm not sure about everyone else.
Well, I can make the jump, but it's just I don't know if the jump will be able to handle us landing.
What do you say? Let's go around then.
Fair enough. You sure?
I guess Aramil can sort of scout ahead since he doesn't have to worry about that.
Fair enough. All right, Boozer, you're up.
So I'll just dash, I guess. Oh, well, that's not a good way either. So there's no floor here at all, right?
Floor dropped all in. Yep. Just imagine if you'd
Oh.
been standing there when that happened.
I guess. Well, I guess this. Oh, that's all my movement. I guess I'll sort of just yell back that that door was no good either, and That's my turn. I just dashed.
Sounds good. All right. There's no more fire snakes, so Sear-Sha.
Okay. I'm gonna try to have a look in. Actually, I'm gonna go back down this way. Sorry.
Okay. Like I said to the others, it does appear that the floor here is kind of precarious.
Okay, and how far down is this lava versus where we're standing? Is it level?
No, it's actually about 30 feet down.
Oh, okay.
The same.
And it's 10 feet?
It's about 10 feet distance. It's Boozer, same's true for you. It's about 30 feet down.
Like, I know what I want to do, but I think it's going to take a couple turns, and I don't know if it's going to work.
Okay.
I have the ability to. Oh, the problem is getting across to the other side, I guess. I want to be able to, I have create water at a higher level, so I can have more water, and I want to be able to freeze it as well to kind of make us an ice bridge to go across.
Okay.
It's high enough; it's not going to melt. I'm just wondering if it's going to cover that 10 feet. I'll link how much it's going to make here.
Yeah.
Sorry, where is it? So it's cast it as a third.
When you reach third, you can cast it as a
second level spell for it. So I have to figure out how much water that makes. One sec.
Yeah, it's no problem.
So it's an additional 5-foot cube, so it's only 10 feet. Okay, so I managed to get us across this first one, but I don't know what we do about the second one, guys.
I also have a climber's kit with pittance though too. So.
Okay. It's entirely up to you. I would absolutely be okay with that. You're basically going to send the water out, and as you do so, you're going to, freeze it, right?
Freeze it, but it's not going to last forever, so we have to hurry up across it. But who's got the climber's kit?
Aramil does.
Oh, so I might as well just wait for Aramil then, because you climb the roof to the other side, right?
Yep.
All right. I might wait for that. So I'll hold for now, and we'll see what Aramil does.
Okay. Counter 6. Everybody take 1 point of fire damage.
I don't wanna. I ate candy.
If you were touched by a glyph and you currently have a red dot over your head, you'll be taking 4 points of fire damage.
So if we ate a candy, that's half, or we take the 4 anyway?
Candy's effect was for the rush wave. Basically, you'll see.
Yeah, which is nice.
And yeah, candy stopping certain effects. But yeah, that said, damage. Fenwar takes 1 point of damage. Good deal. Cool. I see that there. All right. All right, Aramil.
People that ate the fish still take the damage with their reduction?
So again, the fish gives you 10 temporary hit points. Go ahead and put that in your green slot. And anytime you take fire damage, you take the temporary hit points off. If you take regular damage, if I cut into you with a sword or something, that's still going to count. The fish is just giving you temporary hit points, but they only work for fire.
Okay, so Aramil will come across here and hammer some pittance in a path along the wall for footing.
Okay, so your action is basically trying to set up footing points and get rope to pull out. Do you have a rope and you're going to hand it to someone before you do that?
This one was actually good though, right? Because the ice.
There's no
I
ice
didn't
here.
do ice.
Yes. I'll hand. Who am I standing over?
Uru.
I'll hand Uru one end of the rope and try
Wander
to
over.
lay pittance along
Okay.
the side here, and then anchor the rope.
You managed to throw in 5 of your pittance. Go ahead and notate that. And anchoring the rope's easy. You can just tie it to. You can just either hold it or kind of use the ever-burning torch, which is about 10 feet up. Kind of hang off of it, so it's kind of got like a fulcrum over it to them.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like it will probably help with the climbing across. Fenmore.
Oh boy.
Apologies. Do me a favor, Natwynn. When you go again, just remind me right after your turn to say "and Joseph,"
Okay.
so I don't forget.
Is it? Don't lie to me, John. Is it actually safe to cross this rope?
You get up and you move across the glyphs. They don't activate on you because they've already been detonated by other people. And you see the rope, and Aramil's kind of like gesturing for everybody to come across. If you want to give it a try, you can. It's going to require a roll, though.
No. Oh my god. Is there ceiling? Hold
Yeah.
on. Is there a ceiling?
There is.
There is a ceiling. Okay. Is there a spider with the CR level of half?
Yeah. You can turn into a wolf spider.
I do exactly that.
All right. Cool. And then you climb across. All right, just use your token. I will get you a character sheet for the wolf spider, though.
I'm going to tell you to carry Joseph with you since he's been eating too much candy and he's not paying attention.
Giant wolf spider, challenge rating 1-4. Yeah.
I also try to quietly let the people know that there is something large in the cavern ahead.
Yeah, actually, that's easier. Can't you carry someone as a wolf spider?
They're medium-sized. They're not terribly strong.
Dieter wrote it.
No, Lena rode one,
Mm-hmm.
and she was a small girl, so
You're totally right, it was her. But she's alive and well somewhere.
yeah, possibly. She weighed like a buck, like 100 dripping wet. So yeah.
Do I see the spider that suddenly appeared above me, or is this just an accident?
You would see him. Oh, that spider's. I'm trying to figure out token nonsense. It's gone now.
Okay.
I forgot you were down there. But no, yeah, there's no spider there. All right. You're just going over to him. You're not moving on further past him, right?
Oh no, John! You've seen what happens when I go ahead.
There is now in your character journal, Kevin, it'll say 2.assets. It's a subfolder. Inside that subfolder, you'll find giant wolf spider, and you should be able to edit that. All right. Uru.
I'm going to stand here and hold on to the rope, I guess. And I'm also going to steal a candy cane from John because I like peppermint.
All right. And you eat it. It's delicious. Good deal. Let me get these guys off of here because they're kind of blocking stuff. Boozer.
I guess I'll dash back to where I was,
Okay.
and I'll grab some candy along the way.
Real quick, there's are you taking the hard corner or just going straight in as you normally would?
The shortest distance.
Okay, so you'll take the hard corner like Sear-Sha did, avoiding the glyph. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep.
And that's my turn.
All right. Sear-Sha.
Quite paranoid because strength and dex are not my thing, but I will attempt to cross.
Okay. Go ahead and make either acrobatics, dexterity, or athletics strength, your choice.
Either way, we're going to fail.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay. So you can move half your speed across, so you can get to Aramil. I think you can kind of afterwards. You can get to 1 square after Aramil. So either one of these two.
Oh dear, I definitely see that.
He's got a nice looking helmet.
Yeah.
You can hear the sound of
see
hammer
it.
on anvil. You can also hear the chanting continue.
Oh god.
It's louder now that the door is open. Okay. Perfect. You can't stay in the same square as him, though. You do have to move to one
I
of...
thought he's on the roof, though.
Yeah, that's right. He anchored it with the... Right. Okay.
I think that's as far... Oh, no, I have 15. Yeah, that is 15, isn't it? Yeah, that's as far as I can go.
Okay. All right, that's it. We're going to counter 7. And everybody take a point of fire damage. And the chanting gets louder. It seems like he's well to work, and it sounds like he's kind of hammering in the other room from what you can hear. Aramil, still maintaining your hold on the rope.
Well, it's anchored, right?
Yeah, it's kind of anchored, but it also kind of requires you to... Well, I mean, you can just tie it off if you'd like. If that's what you wanted to do, that's fine.
Yeah, my 10 strength's not really going to help much.
Sure. And then what are you doing?
Who else said they had rope?
I think I do. Hold on.
I do.
Do as well.
We can probably just jump across this last rope.
Alright.
Hold on, I believe I do. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I do. I have 50 rope. 50 feet.
I'll hold my action.
Okay. Fenmar.
I'm holding my action. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'll climb to the ceiling, and then that's it.
Okay.
What's up, buddy?
Give you a little, extend a little spider claw, and we like dap each other.
I kick it with my boots. Spider boots.
Fenmar, then Uru.
Oh, I forgot Joseph. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I was dragging him with me across the rope.
Let me go ahead and do something real quick then, because he would have moved across with you. My computer's lagging. Oh. And it's not rolling the dice, but he's going to try an athletics check. Try an athletics check. All right, he's good. It rolled to GM for some reason, but yeah, he's fine. He did so with haste, so he's kind of getting out in front. All right. Sorry, Uru, you're up.
I guess I'm still holding out rope, waiting for Boozer, and then can I hold my action to dash jump across when some people have left that platform?
Yeah.
You tie it across that statue, maybe.
Well, that would be smart, wouldn't it?
It would.
Well, upon Boozer's suggestion, I will go and then tie it.
Okay. It doesn't take much of an action.
Yeah. But I'm still going to wait till there's a few less people on that platform.
Sure. All right, Boozer, you're up.
I'll use my dash to maximize my movement. I'll go across.
Okay.
Oh crap!
This is why we don't bring drunks.
Okay. Uru, I'll allow you to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Anybody have inspiration?
I do.
Do you want to burn it?
Yeah.
Oh, I have inspiration.
Whoever wants to spend it at this point.
I'll spend my inspiration since I'm the one making the check.
Okay. You see Boozer kind of get onto the rope. As he does so, you notice that the rope is actually kind of darkening, possibly from the flame that's been kind of continuing to roil through the area. As Boozer's weight kind of sets to the rope and he kind of like gets his footing, right then the rope just starts to untwine and break and snaps about midway. Aramil, you have on your side about 15 foot of length. Uru, on your side, you have about 10 foot of length. The middle line kind of just falling into the hole as he lets go of it. You throw your hand down to catch him, and you grab him by the scruff of his neck on his cloak, and it kind of chokes him a bit, but it kind of settles into like the gorget of his armor a bit, and you got him by the scruff, and you're holding him there. On your turn, as an action, you can attempt to pull him out.
All right.
All right. Sear-Sha, you see the events unfold. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna make them a water bridge. We should have done that from the start.
Okay.
We brought up the drunk and a wooden guy. I should have just done the bridge.
At this point, if you make a water bridge, you'll be either putting it next to them or putting it through one of their arms, because one of them is now below the lip of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it beside them and just sigh.
Okay. You see a bridge of ice start to form. It's immediately slick and immediately kind of covered with like a water sheen. Yeah. At the end of this, we'll go counter 8.
Hurry across because it's solid ice, but it's not gonna last in this place.
Everyone that's not a boozer, take 1 point of fire damage. Everyone that is boozer, take 5 points of fire damage. You are inside of the hole, really close to the magma, and it seems that the heat is actually being emanated from the holes. All right. Aramil.
I'm gonna try to quietly go up to this door.
Okay. You moving? As you come around the way and look into the room, you see a form about 12, maybe 15 feet high, with very elvish-looking features. It wears a helm and kind of a reddish armor. It has a beard flowing out from underneath the helm, and the hair of it seems to be kind of wisping about as if alive. It kind of looks over in your direction with jade green eyes and a smile on its face, and it sets a hammer. The hammer looks like the head of it is made completely out of wood, a dark oak, and laying out on the anvil, there appears to be kind of like a heart that looks like it's kind of been beaten flat. The heart's pretty large. You might assume one guess would be a giant's heart is the size of it, but it looks like it's been beaten and tenderized flat.
Does it look like a cloud giant's heart, though?
Yeah, you're pretty sure you can dot to dot. It looks like it's got the heart there. Hold on a second. So...
I'm just trying to figure out how many giants it's killing,
Yeah, sure, no problem. You can see that it's standing before an anvil. Behind it, there's a very large statue. Sorry, 1 second here. A couple of handouts. That's what he looks like.
What kind of armor does it look like he's wearing?
You assume plate, but it doesn't really look like any kind of plate that you've seen before. Bear with me here. And, oh, hold on. That's weird. Yeah, my stuff's lagging. It's lagging pretty bad. The statue, which you can kind of see from your position, but just to hammer the point home, looks like this, minus the guys in its eye. It has big rubies for eyes, a brazier of fire in its lap, a couple of braziers near its front. To its sides, you see mouths kind of similar to its face, but looks like they're breathing out, are spitting flame into a large mass of just magma that seems to be kind of flowing throughout this chamber. There's an immense heat in the chamber as well. Despite that, the creature that's at the forge, its skin appears to have kind of like an ice-like color to it, and it seems to just kind of have like a cold countenance to it. It does turn to look at you with its jade green eyes, and as it kind of does so, its body turns to you. You can see that its belly is opened up, and it looks like there's a maw that's present where a stomach would be, and there's kind of a heat glowing out of it. But you also see what looks like this nasty gelatin kind of floating inside of its stomach.
So my sneaking failed.
It doesn't really see the way you see, so there's absolutely no need for a dexterity or a stealth check. It knows when you enter. It knows when it knows when you're sleeping. It knows when you're awake. It knows when
Have
you've
I been
bad
good?
or good. So be good for goodness sake. Yeah, hold on. It says I was gonna say something. So yeah. Nope, nothing to say. I'm cool. It's still chanting though. It sets the hammer down, but it's still chanting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. And I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but to the left in the corner, there's a you can kind of see the edge of it, but there's a large evergreen tree, and underneath it there appear to be packages wrapped with kind of a colorful brocade of silks and whatnot. All right, if you're done, Fenmar, you're up.
I can like spider climb over here. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you are a spider. You can climb to wherever you'd like.
And this thing's looking at us like it fucking knows.
It's looking at Aramil, not so much caring about the spider.
Cool. Does it know I'm here? It must. Okay, and the floor is lava?
The floor is lava.
Is it?
Do you see where it is lava? Yeah, it's lava.
Oh my god.
The parts that look like lava are lava.
This is who we came to fight, though, and it's time.
Yeah.
Dropping out a wild shape's bonus action.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop out a wild shape since I don't need to climb like a spider anymore, and I'm gonna conjure animals.
Okay. Throw the spell. One beast of CR2, one beast of CR1, 4 beasts of CR. What do you want?
Beasts of half, and I want to summon 4 apes, and they just chimp out on this thing, or that's their motive. That's their plan.
Give me a second.
Wait, can you summon elementals? Or is it just beasts?
Just beasts with that.
Elementals is later on, I think.
This is fucking great.
Yeah, dude.
Alright. Hold on a second.
Take your time, dude.
This is...
Again,
Again,
playing druids.
I didn't have anything prepared for you at all. Like, you weren't even in the game up until this point. So
I know, now I'm breaking it all.
I do appreciate you coming to play, though.
Oh my god, glorious.
Can you touch the apes and move them?
I can touch the apes.
Put the apes where you'd like.
I want them to surround him, but I guess that's lava. But yeah,
That sure is lava, yeah.
I spread them out a bit.
Sure. You should be able to move all 4 of them. Yeah, do what you want.
Yeah, alright, that's okay.
We're going to go ahead and say that they act initiative-wise immediately after you instead of having to roll for it. It's just simpler that way, in my opinion. If you'd like, they could engage now.
Hell yes, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them jump on the anvil.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they go fucking crazy.
Okay.
They're all attacking.
I just had that character sheet open. So they can make a fist attack because they don't have rocks. Alright.
Sure, dude.
So they make 2 fist attacks apiece, so 8 fist attacks. Here we go. Ooh. All right, I'm going to go switch it to roll 2, sorry. And then that first one will hit.
This whole time, because I can speak to animals too, I'm like coercing them. Like I'm in the back.
It's just pretty metal. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Nope. Nope. So 6, 12, 17 damage.
Not bad, dude.
It seems that the creature doesn't take all of it, though. It seems to be resistant to the ape's punches. But it is buffeted by ape blows, and it looks mad. It's still chanting, but I mean, I don't know if you've ever woke up or been doing something and a bunch of apes just came in and started beating you up. If that happened. Uru.
I'm gonna pull Boozer up.
Methinks, lad.
Okay.
That was a close one.
Make a strength athletics check. Just you, Uru. Okay. You pull him up, and you can set him to the side of you. And then I need the both of you to make dexterity saving throws. All right. So you don't release your hands as you kind of get up, and you're kind of holding at each other and just kind of, getting ready to let go of each other as you stabilize. Uru falls in.
I have danger sense.
Oh, shit. It would technically be a hazard or trap. So, yeah, then success. Never mind. The thing I said didn't happen, but some of the stone does give way as you guys kind of back away from it. It's not taking up any more of the floor. It's just kind of a little bit edging. It's getting into the 5-foot square a little bit more. You can still stand on the edge, but yeah, not for long. Okay. That's your action. You still have movement if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna begin to move across.
You're going to try and jump it, or are you going to... Oh, the bridge.
There's
The ice bridge.
bridge.
Right. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, he's gonna slip off, dude.
Oh, don't slip off the ice.
Yeah, you managed to run across pretty well and move past Joseph to the other side. There's another gap there, but there is a Fenmar standing there and an Aramil kind of planted on the ceiling just above him. Cool.
I do have 10 feet of movement left. If I jump, can I jump into Aramil?
You can jump underneath Aramil, yeah. You can give that a go. You doing that?
Sure.
Fenmar and Uru both need to make dexterity saving throws.
What?
Okay. Danger sense. You're fine.
It never gets old. It's never surprising.
So, Uru, when you hit the stone, a bit of the stone falls out, and it doesn't look like Fenmar was paying attention because he's focused on the... and then the ground falls out from underneath him, and he starts to fall in. Go ahead and, again, just for the lulz, give me another dexterity saving throw, Uru.
Oh my god.
All right, Fenmar, you fall 30 feet, and...
Die.
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Uru was making the save.
That's right. But this isn't a hazard or anything against Uru, so he still fails with that 5. You fall 30 feet. Unless somebody wants to give Uru inspiration.
I will have to, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm close enough.
You inspiration it's global. There's no line or sight of effect
Okay.
passing it off. It just, yeah. That's why it's great to have it. Anyways, before Fenmar backs and falls into it, you kind of land and like slap him on the back so he moves forward a bit. But he's completely understanding of what happened, even though he kind of has a bit of pain on his back. Oh my god. All right, Boozer.
So well.
Boozer.
Before he does anything, I'm going to stare hard at it, because every time this dwarf has done something with my party, it's always been screwing something up. And he's about to run across ice, so...
full speed.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this now.
I'm just wondering if he's sober enough to remember I even made an ice bridge.
I'll
I'm
say
pretty sober.
I'll say this: if you take your action to be cautious, I'll allow you to move across the bridge with advantage on your acrobatics check.
Sure.
Okay, so you'll be able to get to here, and then I need a dexterity acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
Oh my
All
god.
right. So I don't know if you've ever been ice skating, but you're from Canada, of course you have. Shit. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, you're starting to slip and slide a little bit when you start to set out, and then to kind of correct yourself, you kind of put your feet down and try and move. And as you continue to do that, you continue to slip and slide and kind of move. Eventually, you kind of just barrel forward a bit and slide and power slide into Joseph. You enter into his square. He enters into the next square, and he's going to make a dexterity saving throw of his own. Yeah. He goes falling into the pit. Yeah.
Can I maybe try and grab for him?
I'll give you another dexterity saving throw, sure.
I'm gonna be the death of this NPC.
I still have inspiration too, for the record.
I was just saying I could have.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to burn it for the NPC, Shaff?
Save
Oh,
it.
the look on John's face.
Wait, could I have not made a dex throw when I saw Boozer come crashing this way?
He's-
Although my dex sucked.
He was a dwarf that was power sliding into Joseph. You wouldn't have been able to do much.
No, I don't.
Okay. You see Joseph fall. He goes right into the hole.
Oh, no.
You hear a loud thud and splash and sound, yeah. I don't know why he got a snail added to him, but okay. Yep, falls clean off.
He gone.
All right. Boozer, you are prone, by the way. And you still have an action, technically. Oh, no, you don't. You tried to... Nope. Anyway, Sear-Sha, you're up. As you kind of look over to your bridge, you realize that even though it ended poorly,
Yep.
it looks like the ice is kind of breaking and falling apart in the middle.
As much as I want to deal with that, I need to worry about what's ahead. How, like, I can see the other room. Does it look like lava is continuing to pour in, or just lava's on the floor?
In the other room, it looks like there's lava on the floor, just a little bit of
Okay.
lava on the floor.
So I'm gonna tidal wave in front of Fenmar all the way across because I'm hoping water hits lava. Should technically, I mean, from my knowledge, it turns into solid. But I'm gonna try tidal wave across the lava and into the big guy there.
So you're trying to hit the guy. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make it go so the water goes across the lava.
What's its length? What's its length?
I think it's 60. I gotta double check.
Not its range. Like, how far does the wave actually go?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
it's 60.
Okay.
I'll double check for you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 30 feet long.
All right. So if you're gonna hit him, yeah, you can do it. I got you. I already know the path. I'll show you how it works. So you're gonna start it here, and it's gonna go straight into him, like so.
No, I want to do it diagonally, so I've given like the water goes across the lava, so it's giving them something to walk on.
What's its width?
10 feet.
Yeah, so you're gonna go like this. This is the bottom of it. This is the top of it. So it's gonna clear
Okay.
this lava portion and into the molten there in a bit. Yep. Okay, I'll deal with the lava a bit here in a second. I gotta roll dex save for this guy.
Can I? Oh shoot! It's too late. I rolled. Never mind.
Okay, so he'll fail. What was the damage on that? 16? Okay. Okay. And he's knocked prone. Cool. It will hit the gorilla, the first gorilla. Hold on. That's like the brunt of it as well. That gorilla has seen better days. All right.
Oh no.
On 4, because he should have had an initiative, but for some reason didn't click.
And I'm going to move to this middle here because I don't want to be anywhere near either of those lavas.
Sure. Do. He will Misty Step. Once he does so, you see that the point of origin of his teleportation and the exit point of origin from his teleportation bursts with flame. It doesn't seem to affect him, but it does seem to, affect the apes. If you can do this for me, I think you can actually change their hit points. Fenmar, they each take 5 points of damage. And then he points through the apes towards the door and speaks an arcane word. A bolt of lightning fires from his fingertips and shoots straight into the chasmway. It's high enough that it's not going to hit Fenmar because he's targeting Aramil with it, but it's low enough that it's...
dead, John.
Huh?
One ape is dead.
Oh, for sure. But it will detonate through those 2 apes and then up to Aramil. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. So apes dexterity saving throw, and you might as well throw a dexterity saving throw as well, Aramil.
I'm assuming you're doing it for the apes, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's DC 15, so one of them succeeds. It's 8d6. So 12 for the one that's saved.
Well, one lives with 2 and the other one's just dead.
Yep. And Aramil, you got a 15, so you succeed. So you're taking half, so you'll take 12.
Thank you.
Perfect. Yep. As a bonus action, it will make an attack against the ape that still lives. I think that hits. Should be. It's reached 5 feet. Never mind. I don't do what I just said. It doesn't swing an attack. It'll just stand there.
True.
Aramil. And this is this is counter. What are we on? 9? Yeah, 9. So everybody take a point of fire damage.
Even the apes.
Even the apes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I'll move the hunter's mark to Big Fatty. Ooh, solid rolls of 3 and 2.
I don't see your rolls.
13 and 12.
Neither of those hit. As the arrows come flying at it, you see that the tentacly nature of the beard kind of snaps up and grabs a hold of the arrows. The other thing you notice as that's happening is that its stomach starts to like vomit up something.
Growth, okay.
It seems to be some kind of jelly of a yellowish color that kind of pops out of the larger creature. Yeah. It's got a belly that's like a bowl full of ochre jelly.
Alright, good.
That one's dead, so it's fine. Cool. Fenmar.
Question: can I use Healing Word as a bonus action and then cast another spell?
No, you aren't 8th level yet. So for you, if you're going to cast another spell as an action, it'd have to be a cantrip. So you can bonus action Healing Word, then cast a cantrip. You cannot bonus action Healing Word, cast a real spell. Once you hit 8th level, though, you can bonus action cast Healing Word, which is a less than 3 level spell, and then you can cast any spell you want as your action.
I knew there was some ruling for it, I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's Tal'Dorei style, so yeah.
Other question: if I have summoned animals up, can I summon more animals?
It's a concentration spell, I believe. Let me double check. It is a concentration spell, so you actually have to maintain your concentration on that one. If you bring up more animals, all the animals that remain will go away.
Okay. Shit, dude. Trying to think of stuff I can do. Wait, this guy's got metal armor, right? He's wearing plate armor.
Appears to be the case, yeah.
Dude, I learned from the best. Heat metal.
Okay. I don't need you to cast a spell. His armor does start to heat up, but it doesn't seem to be affected by fire.
Dupree!
Meta game! John Dupree got that meta game! You can't.
If I show more ape speak. Oh my god.
You can't phase me. I hope Josef's watching. I hope he sees this shit. It's like, oh, you motherfucker, I can't believe you. Your action is wasted. We're moving on. Also, you wouldn't have been able to cast that. You cast Healing Word, so whatever.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was asking you a question.
Fine. Then you cast Heat Metal and failed. Fair enough. Moving on.
Yep.
Uru.
The apes, dude.
Oh, yeah, sure. The apes. They move in to attack the guy or the jelly?
I don't know, dude. What looks easier for them? I think this dude who just killed their homies, they fucking go berserk.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and move it. I accidentally moved it.
There he is. It was okay, yeah.
4 attacks. Miss, hit. So 8, 16, and 4. 8, 16, so 4. That's 20, so halved. Okay. So back again to Uru. Go ahead.
I'm gonna throw some rope across to Boozer and hold it on this end.
No, don't worry, just go. I'll jump across.
No, you won't.
I will throw it over to Sear-Sha and then.
The jumping doesn't require a check. It's your strength. I have enough strength to jump across this easily.
Oh,
Yeah, the only thing that he has to check is once he lands on the other side to see if he falls in. That's it.
it's fine. Search not going to go across. Deal with the boss there.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump way past that because I have plenty of strength.
Okay. So Uru, changing your pitch up. What do you do?
Alright, well, I'm gonna rage.
Go ahead.
Am I able to... This is really bad, actually.
Oh, we're dead, dude.
Well,
We're in a lot of trouble.
Walk on. I can't see how much of that is lava left.
Bear with me. I'm fixing that.
Please don't tell me that whole room is lava for what you see.
So do you see that black square that I've set out?
Yep.
That's the cooled area. That when it got hit by the water, it kind of solidified at the top. So
Okay.
it might still cause a bit of heat damage, but it's not like stepping into lava.
If I was to move into one of these monkeys' place, would I displace him out, or am I unable to do that?
Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, he's taking up all of the space.
Life is made with bad decisions. So I'm going to go up to this ochre jelly.
That's every character I've ever made's motto, dude.
You can't roll good.
I know, it's awful.
And you're attacking the jelly.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it twice.
Get on it. Hit and hit. So 10 and 17.
Right, and then am I able to use my bonus action? This okra jelly maybe more into the lava?
You have Shield Master, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and shove it. You can push it back.
Yes,
So,
I do.
athletics check.
What's going on? Oh, I just froze.
I'm going to assume it shoved. I'm going to push it straight back into the lava. It's fine. It doesn't seem the lava is affecting the ochre jelly for some reason.
No, why'd you knock it?
All right. Boozer.
Alright, I'll stand up. That's 15 movement.
Oh, there we go. Discord just had a cow. Holy shit.
It is 15.
Probably
So
gonna
if
do
I can roll
Actually, no,
athletics?
sorry. You're a dwarf. 20. Don't worry about it, Jeremy. I rolled a 5. I don't think you can. Yeah, I didn't think you could fail because you have advantage on your shovey checks. So, yeah, you pushed it back into the fire, but it doesn't seem that it's igniting or burning or anything. It seems that whatever this jelly is seems to be resistant to the fire, just like its master.
So I'll stand up. It's either 15 or, and then I'll take a step back.
10.
It's 20, and then I'm going.
It's 10 for the stand-ups because you're 25
Okay, so
move.
15 to take a 5-foot step back, and then I'm gonna run 10 feet and then do a 20-foot jump.
Using the dash action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 20 foot.
Damn, that's
I'll
There
jump.
we go.
mad hops. Yeah, you land here.
I guess I can go over
Yeah, that's fine.
Fenmar.
You can go past Fenmar. Yeah, because you went diagonal. It's fine.
So it's 10, 30. I think that's I have 5 feet more.
Mhm.
Just go down here, I guess.
Okay. You do
That's my
note
turn.
that the lava squares, the blackened portion, it does have a heat emanating from it. It's a lot less than the lava, sure, but you're pretty certain that if you were to walk across it, it would still hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I walked around it.
Smart. Sear-Sha.
I'm done.
I'm just gonna. I should be able to reach. Hold on. Yeah, it just makes it. I apologize. This computer, I swear I need a new one.
It's okay. I think it's something with Roll20, actually, because mine's been slower than it usually is.
I'm going to try to hit both of them.
Okay. The dex save for the jelly. Wow. Okay. And
I'm going to...
sorry, I'm trying to get the... wow, what the hell? Where'd my guy go?
I'm going to waste a sorcery point to reroll one, too.
No, that's all right. He actually does not dodge it at all. And as the ice kind of covers him over, you see Uru. You would be able to see his eyes actually start to glow a bit, and his smile widens.
Perfect.
It also looks like some of his wounds from the 8 blows are not as bad as they were before the ice shot. Okay. You're done, right, Nat?
Yep.
All right, it'll go to him. Let's see. As a bonus action, it's going to attempt to grab this stupid freaking ape. Nailed it. And then as its action, it's going to kill it.
What?
Basically, its tentacles snap down and grab the ape and start pushing on its skull. And then he leans in forward. His jaw opens up and like unhinges. He bites onto the thing's head, rips the top of its skull off, and then slurps its brain right out of its head. Once he's done with that and drops it, he kind of looks over to Uru and disappears in a puff of just smoke, and he will appear behind you. Uru, take 5 damage, and the ape that was next to him is also going to take 5 damage.
All the apes are dead.
All right.
And I know he disappeared underneath the thing, but he should be visible now. Alright. At the end of his initiative, the jelly will move in over the dead bodies of the apes, kind of slurping them into its form. And then it's going to throw out a pseudopod to attack on Uru. That'll hit for 13 damage.
Heck yeah.
Half this bludgeoning, of course, because you're raging. Alright, Aramil.
Luckily I didn't see that dude's brain get sucked out, so...
You would have known the distance and path that you wanted to continue on. Oh, I apologize. Counter 10. Something happens now.
So wait.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. And
Oh boy.
again, if you ate the candy, if you have eaten candy, you have advantage for this save. Oh my god, where are you going?
To let them all.
Oh, that's right. You
Can I
look
say
really
hi?
cute. Yeah, you can say hi. It's fine. Hi. I always go to the mall. Yay. Bye.
I gotta go this way.
Oh my god, that snow's all gone, John Shaff. It's not even bad at all. She's not ruining the stream. You're ruining the stream. Okay, so success. Jeremy, did you eat a candy?
I most certainly did.
Absolutely. No damage. Sear-Sha ate a candy. No damage. Aramil, did you eat a candy?
Love you.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Candy
Okay.
cane.
Sure. Boozer, did you eat a candy?
Yep.
Okay, and Fenmar, did you eat a candy?
No.
Okay, so you'll be taking half damage, and Boozer, you'll be taking half damage, and Aramil, you'll be taking half damage.
Be right back. My dog wants help.
Even though I failed?
You ate a candy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, if you ate a candy and you fail, you take half. If you
Oh, okay.
succeed and ate a candy, you take none. And if you ate no candy, it's regular. Max damage on success and half damage on you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So 13 is the raw damage, which no one actually took. So the half of that is 7. So Boozer, Aramil, and Fenmar take 7.
Oh boy.
Cool. And then Aramil, you're up.
I'll pop another shot at the big dude.
Okay.
Has anybody wounded him yet?
He's been hit a bit. Yeah. That'll work. That'll work, and that'll work. These are non-magical, right?
Nope. Or, yeah, non-magical.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working as well as you'd hoped. The tendrils are kind of catching the arrows a bit before they come in. Yep.
I need to find slip shot.
For sure. Don't think I don't remember what we're talking about. There we go. Fenmar. Yeah, your apes have been ripped apart. One of them opened up and ate an Indiana Jones Temple of Doom style. What would you like to do?
Drinking a potion's a bonus action.
Yes.
That's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. That's correct.
Oh, the exact same, dude.
Wow. It's really funny to watch you roll dice, by the way.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I
Uh,
wonder why I never gamble either.
right. That's a smart choice, by the way. Don't ever do it.
I'm gonna summon more animals, dude. I want
Perfect.
to summon 4 giant crabs.
Okay. Can we just go with apes?
No, it's important. Because crabs can grapple every time they attack, and they have 2 claws.
Just make him look like a calm crab.
It's fine. It's fine. Hold on.
Dude,
You are
I'm a Pokemon master, okay? I saw that my fighting type was effective, and now we're switching it up to water.
You are such a chore. Again, I really appreciate you coming up. I should have had most, because most of the stuff's already set up on the other side. But yeah. Let's see.
I guess I'll move over here a bit too, because I'm blocking the door.
Can you move that?
Yep.
Okay. Should have 4 on there now, as long as it loads.
I only see the 1.
Mine's lagging. Hold on.
How to break the game.
Too many damn crabs and apes and shit. Why is it not?
Alright, I got 2.
3.
3.
Could you put them on the other side? So
Yeah, don't block off traffic.
I'm gonna do 2 over here. Is that fair?
yep, that's fine.
1 over there. 1 over there. Can it stand on a dead ape?
Yeah, that's fine.
Less. And then
Okay.
yeah.
So, real quick, the second the giant crabs appear on the obsidian, effectively the stone that's become like solidified by a tidal wave, they're going to immediately take 5 damage right off the bat.
Ugh.
So go ahead and notate that, and then go ahead. You're going to attack with all of them, right?
Hell, yes I
Yeah.
am,
Hold
dude.
on. I knew I should have left that character sheet open.
I summon them to dance.
Here they go. They can attack once each. These are the against the jelly. My God. There we go. So hit, and these 2 are against the big guy. Hit and miss.
Are they grappled? That's the important question.
All right. The boss man is actually ungrappleable, so he'll just take his damage. The jellies, on the other hand, I don't think there's anything that stops them from being grappled. So, yeah, there's 2 of them holding onto this jelly. Claws are bludgeoning damage? Doesn't make any sense. All right, that's fine. Yeah, they got him.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Uru.
Wait, could you move those crabs?
Sure. In what way?
It's just if I tidal wave, I'm gonna.
Honestly, if you tidal wave, I'm gonna give them advantage on their saves, and if they succeed, they take no damage because they're crabs. They live in waves. It only makes sense. But Uru, go ahead.
All right, so I'm in range of tentacle monster guy.
Oh, you sure are. Yeah, yep. Diagonal.
All right, well, I'm going to shield bash him first and attempt to knock him prone.
Okay. Make your check. I suck at both. Okay. Yeah, so you win.
All right, and then I'm going to hit him.
Okay. That'll work. And it's a non-magical weapon, right?
It is. It is.
Okay. First one hits, second one hits, and that'll be 3 and 6 is
Uru.
9, plus 2,
Can you take a step down?
11. Okay.
Is this Sear-Sha yelling,
Yeah.
calling out to me?
Yeah, because otherwise it hits you if I do it from right to left.
All right, who do I want to get hit by?
Oh, you're gonna get hit if you take a step? Never mind. I'll figure something out. I think what I'll do is I'll try to do it diagonally, I guess.
Magic caster life. Do I kill the bad guy and my teammates? Or do
Well, no, if I cast it diagonally, it shouldn't hit Uru, because it clips the top of him, goes through the crabs, and clips his
Yeah,
slime.
I gotcha. That's perfectly fine. Boozers, you're up.
I'll move up this way.
Okay.
Use my bonus action to curse at this bearded guy here. So I'm going to use Vow of Immunity.
Okay. Perfect. So advantage on your attack rolls. He's also prone.
Yep. Oh, he's prone?
Yeah, you got knocked over by Uru.
Oh, I thought that was the ooze.
No, you weren't attacking the ooze. You were attacking the beard guy, right, Uru?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
Oh,
Okay.
who's is grappled?
Yeah, the ooze has got claws in him.
Then I guess I won't do that yet, because I might be able to crit and use a bonus action to attack him.
Okay.
But I will not use my Vow yet. So I'll do my special attack on him.
Go for it. Does not hit. It comes in and it kind of gets caught in his beard. And you're kind of like, ugh! And you pull your hammer back away. You have a second
In that
attack?
case, I'll just use a regular attack now.
Okay. You kind of pull it away, and as you do, you kind of like bring it up and swing it, and you catch nothing but stone. Yeah, it actually causes a little bit of magma to kind of pop out from the broken stone, but nothing too horrible, just for effect.
Okay, that's
Sear-Sha.
my turn.
You're up.
Yeah, I have to use my sorcery points to regain a spell, and I will Tidal Wave.
Okay, and you can do so as a bonus action, correct, for the sorcery points?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and throw the spell out for me.
This stuff needs to stop being so slow.
And the way I see it, you're going to hit the 2 crabs and the 2 enemies, correct?
Yep, and
Mhm.
yeah.
The crabs will make their saves.
Tidal Wave twice, but it's not coming up.
Crabs are good.
Okay, let me try a different spell.
And crabs will take no damage because tidal wave is their life. Because they're water types.
Huh.
I don't see why.
Get Tidal Wave to pop up.
I don't. You can just throw the dice. I know what it does besides. Okay. Well, there it goes. All right. Ooh, ooh, that's funny stuff. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have been here long enough, but there's a familiar term that most folks will know. It's called chatting. When you deal enough damage to reduce something to it having 1 hit point remaining, call it chatting. And that was a double chatting. Pretty funny stuff.
Epic.
Double
chatting on the 2 big things?
Perhaps. Perhaps. It will cast a spell. Bear with me here. Sorry.
Oh, I totally didn't move back. Damn.
As its action, it'll cast click. I click you. Do it. No, that's weird. That's so weird. So when you pull monster shards in and use them, it gives you the name of the spell, but it doesn't give you any of the macro information. Anyways, it's casting Cure Wounds as a 5th level spell.
Or a 5th level spell?
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
Come on, get some Kevin dice in there.
Get some
Yes!
Kevin dice in there. Oh, I see red. I see red. All right. That's its action. As a bonus action, it will attempt to tentacle Uru. 21 hits. 12 points of psychic damage. If you fail the... Hold on, sorry. It shouldn't be an intelligence saving throw. Oh yeah, it is, for the stunning portion. Apologies. So make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, okay, cool. So then you are in its grasp, and he has a hold of you. Okay. And also it put out the, yep, so it will do a little bit of this action. Boozer, its frame is kind of turned like towards you, kind of facing off against you, but its head's turned and facing off against Uru, and it kind of has him in his beard. Its belly,
But you cut out. You cut
Yeah,
out.
you cut out.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Its head is kind of turned towards Uru, and it has him captured, and its like chest and body and like frame is kind of gestured towards you. As it's like kind of at you, its stomach starts to like and the jelly pops out on the ground near you. And that is counter 11, right?
Yes.
Good deal. So everybody take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, dude, step your game up.
Does Uru take 2 death saves for that?
No, just the one.
Okay.
God, now we need heals.
Yeah. Fenmar. Or Aramil, sorry. Aramil, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just gonna launch it. Launch at the big dude again. The sludge in the back is the one that you just hit with that tidal wave, though, right?
Yep.
Alright, yeah, I'll just still launch it. There's enough crabs to take him out.
Yeah, it's still grappled by crabs, too. Hit. Miss.
Jeez.
-8, so -4. Okay. Boo, boo, boo. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Anything else from you?
I'm gonna move.
Okay. On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Fenmar.
This is awful, man.
If you move forward 10 feet, you'll have him in range to...
Yeah, but then I'm dead on the next counter.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I can't heal and heal. Like,
It's true. You can bonus action throw a potion down your gullet since you had the ones, and then as an action, use it to cast as a bonus action. I'd allow that for Healing Word.
you can do that.
Well, you could actually reverse it. You can drink a potion as an action, bonus action, cast Healing Word.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
Because the ad hoc drink a potion as a bonus action, normally it's supposed to be potion drinking as an action, but because this is a little bit more deadly a game, potions have always been Tal'Dorei style.
You guys ready for another 5?
Oh man, you high roller over here. You might as well go buy a lottery ticket, my friend. Oh,
It's at 10 feet. Is this in range?
yeah. If you move up forward, there you go, perfect. And then Healing Word, throw.
Healing word.
It's a D4 plus your 2. Get ready for
I
3
have
hit points.
One more second level spell slot, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna cast at level 1.
Oh! Oh my god. Well,
Did it.
we did it, my friends.
Is that everybody?
No, just
Uru.
Uru. Uru, you're still grappled by it. It hasn't relinquished you, but you're not stunned.
Hooray!
What a sick way to wake up.
Oh yeah, no, its mouth is actually, its jaw's unhinging again, and it looks like it's ready to kind of bite towards you.
Great.
Yeah, it's the stuff of nightmares, really. And
And then the crabs.
It is the crabs. So the crabs are gonna. Let's just see if we can kill this jelly.
Yeah.
We sure can. They beat the crap out of it until it dies.
Fuck yeah, they do.
It actually,
Glittering
like,
clack at them.
upon defeat, just kind of splashes into nothingness. And then the other two attack
I
on.
can make the move, can't I?
Yeah, you can. And attack, miss, attack. It's just a couple more times than I wanted. But all of those would have missed anyway. So yeah, they are a mild annoyance. And then at the end of the turn, they take 5 points of damage. So those two will actually die. If they moved, the ones that are still on the platform, the burn part, they're dead.
Yep.
Okay. So finally, Uru. I was trying to say Boozer and Uru at the same time. I don't know what's going on in my brain. But Uru, for reals.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage,
Okay.
and then fuck it, I'm gonna hit this thing while I'm grappled.
That's fine. Yeah, you still have your arms, so perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm going to reckless attack on this one.
So good. I love it. All right, so that'll hit. So 11, and then that second one will miss. Yep. No, that second one will hit. That second will hit right on the nose. So 9 plus 6 is 15, plus 4 is 19. 19 halved is, got it.
And as my free action, I spit into his mouth.
Yeah, and it's wide open. It looks like it's ready to go. Yep. Boozer, you're up.
This time I'll curse him and use my Val,
Okay,
and I'll do 2 regular attacks.
go ahead.
'Cause he looks pretty hard to hit.
That'll hit.
Second
And
one too.
go ahead. Yeah, both of those hit. Sorry. So as it's holding Uru and it's like leaning in, and like Uru's like spits at it. Boozer, you kind of jump in behind it and swing like carefully towards the back of its head. It connects with the helmet and it kind of rings its dome, and its head kind of like suspiciously turns towards you because it wasn't expecting that. And then you bring your hammer straight in between like the panels of its helmet, like straight down into the middle of its face, just above its open jaw. You cause the top portion of his face to sink into his own mouth, and like a weird, just disturbing pelican, it kind of swallows its own face and falls backwards. As it hits the ground, everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Who am I missing? Kevin? Oh, he said he'd BRB. Okay.
You know he's gonna fail anyway.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the case, but it's perfectly fine. Such a damn chore.
That wasn't about the draw.
Wow.
That was to the.
Sure. He's fine, actually, either way. If you passed a DC 15, you're taking half 4 damage, and that's cold damage. And if you failed, so Uru, you're taking 8 cold damage.
I'm unconscious again.
Okay. You guys all fall limp. The second it falls to the ground, it bursts with like a frost nova that erupts out from it. Sear-Sha, it comes through the wave. It waves through the room that you're in. As it does so, the ever-burning torches kind of flutter, and you can hear a sizzling pop noise and then kind of like a frosting over. And you can figure that the lava below is frozen now at this point. And everything frosts over because of its death. Everybody the ochre jelly becomes solidified in its position, but completely iced. But yeah, everybody gain
1 million.
1750. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. 2250. Sorry. And yeah, the entire place is iced over. I mean, I guess we can leave the map here present, but I'm going to go from left to right. Oh, actually, we're still on initiative because Uru's dying. Right. Sear-Sha, what do you do immediately after?
I don't know. Uru's dying.
You do not. So if you inspect down into the pits to see the lava, you'll see Joseph's body is sitting on top of the ice. It's kind of like half in, half out. And he looks like he's in like this. He's frozen, and he also looks like he was in the middle of a horrible death. Like, you know, have you ever like read up on what happens to somebody when they fall in lava?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like halfway through that, but now he's frozen over too. So it's a really horrifying.
I don't feel like we should leave him there. So I'm going to take my rope and tie him so that when somebody else can somehow chip him out.
Honestly, if you just drop a rope down, noose him, and then pull, you can actually pull him out of the ice and stone. And,
Okay.
And he's like a block. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not. He was a pretty small guy. He's not too heavy. A little heavier because of portions of stone that are fused to his legs. But yeah, he's dead.
Well, I'm not going to use the golem for him, but we'll take him back.
Fair enough. Aramil, you're over Uru. You want to drop down and heal him?
I'm over?
Didn't you say you ran out that way? Where are you?
I'm right here.
He's way by me.
Oh, I thought. Okay, never mind. Yep, you don't know he's dying. Don't worry about it. Fenmar, throw another healing word at him.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And did you?
Since everything's actually, can I get over and touch him safely? Everything's dead, right?
Yeah, everything's frozen over too. Did you take the 8 points of cold damage?
Oh, I did not, because I wasn't here.
Yeah. So when he died, like a frost nova erupted from him and froze everything in the chamber.
Oh, well, I'm almost dead.
Was this an action round though? Was this still an action round?
Oh yeah. If he's healing him though, we're out of action town.
Assuming the crabs are just dead. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Fuck it. Alright, get out of the way, crab. I get over here and cure wounds this guy, level 2, safely.
Yeah.
Big money.
Let's go. Oh,
No
are
whammies.
you my father?
Okay, so we can drop out of initiative. Bear with me here for a second. What you notice is, like as I mentioned, everything's kind of frosted over. Sear-Sha, trying to get the frosty look, but it's not working the way I planned. That's fine, I guess. Right there. Sear-Sha, what you note is that from behind you, there's kind of like this weird ghostial feel, and as you kind of look into the chamber, you can see that something rushed past you spectrally, because you can see into the spectral plane, can you not? Yeah. You see the reindeer that you murdered earlier kind of float into the room and kind of hover, the ghost of it, hover over the dead body. And then you see this man kind of rise up out of the dead body. He's about 10 feet tall. It's a spectral one, by the way. And as he kind of stands up, he looks very different than the thing you just fought. But he kind of stands there for a second, and this spectral sleigh appears around him, and 3 other reindeer ghosts come from other portions of this lair and take their places in front of the sleigh, and it flies off into the ceiling.
I'm going to go and smile as I watch it go by.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to just go from left to right. Just ask what everybody's doing. Aramil, things of note in the chamber. There's a portcullis on the far side. There is anvil that has a heart setting out on it. It's kind of beaten a bit and covered with a bit of frost. There's a statue with 2 rubies in it. The fire in its brazier is still actually a light. And there's a tree with a bunch of presents underneath it.
Aramil would gravitate towards the gems.
Okay. Cool. Jeremy, what's Uru doing?
And pop them out if I can.
He's gonna get up. How many presents are underneath the tree?
Dozens. Yeah, dozens.
He's gonna barely pick out one for himself and He's gonna get a
You-
couple full Celia.
When you pick it up, it looks like there's a scroll kind of attached to it, just like a small scroll that's kind of folded over. Do you open it?
Can I read the scrolls?
If you open up the little scroll to look at it, it says, "To Uru, from the Crimson Knight."
Can I look and see if there's one for Celia?
It's poison.
When you open up or go and look for another package and open up, it says, "To Sear-Sha, from the Crimson Knight." When you find another
Did
package,
you open my present?
you open
No,
it up.
I could just tell. I'm seeing scrolls of tags.
Yeah,
tags.
you take a look at it, and it says, "To Shadow, from the Crimson Knight." You find another one, take a look at it. For Stennon, or to Stennon, from the Crimson Knight. There appears to be one for everybody back at the camp.
All right.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be everyone for the party except for Fenmar because he came in last minute.
Now, it seems there's one for everybody back at the camp.
Or an extra one for each of us.
Let's see. So you're taking a gander at those. Kai, what's Boozer doing?
I'll go up to the forge, I guess. And
Okay.
you said he was using a hammer, right?
Mm-hmm. It has a wooden head and a wooden handle. That's correct.
I'll check out the hammer and the heart, I guess.
As you kind
How
of
big is?
reach for the hammer, you see the head of it just kind of just fade away and kind of become like just dust. And you can see the handle for what it is. It appears to be the haft or hilt or handle of either a hammer or an axe. You're not sure. And all carved throughout the wood of it, there are a bunch of names in Dwarvish. Some of the names look unfamiliar to you, just strange names such as Tedrock. There's other ones. There's the Danil. There's Kilgore. A bunch of different names that have been carved into it. All of them look like they were carved in by a different hand.
I'll hold on to the handle, I guess.
Okay, it just feels right. But it literally just looks like a handle with no head at all.
I'll just hold on to that for now.
Okay.
I guess inspect the heart.
Sure. The heart looks like the giant's heart that's been battered, and such. As you kind of look towards the middle of it, you can see that there's a gemstone sitting inside of the heart. The gemstone looks like it's a reddish-colored or pinkish-colored diamond.
I'll leave that for Sear-Sha.
She likes jewels.
What?
All right. Sear-Sha, you managed to get Josef up. After you do and have his body there, do you want to kind of hop across or ice wall across to get over there?
10 feet is an easy jump, or I have to run across?
If you have a strength of 10, you can hop across.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
can jump across.
The stone looks like it's been reinforced by the ice as it's blared through the chamber. Yeah.
I left Joseph on that side. I'm not carrying his dead weight with me.
Oh, for sure. Of course. And then what would be the first thing you want to inspect?
Depends if Boozer told me there was a gem or not.
I'll just hold it up really.
Yes.
Then yes, the gem.
It looks like a really nice diamond. Really magnificent cut. Looks like there's a total of 100 different like planes on its bottom portion. And then in the top portion, it looks like it's cut into like half of a dodecahedron. Its top looks like a D20. Its bottom looks like a spire of 100 points, like 100 planes to a point. Okay.
Yep.
And then Kevin, Fenmar, what are you doing? Things that haven't been touched. The body of the creature, which is kind of broken open from the burst of frost energy. The frozen ochre jelly. The tree is being, taken a gander at, but yeah.
What's the deal with the heart?
The heart is now empty of a diamond, but it's just a bunch of meat on the anvil.
Like what? What was the significance? Like, were we here to retrieve the heart? Is the heart magical? If it's who does it belong to?
It belonged to that giant that was outside that was talking to you. Yeah, it was talking while it didn't have a heart. That's crazy, right?
I'm gonna channel my inner Steve and ask, can I eat it?
Sure.
Can I eat it with the mask of vampirism on?
Yeah.
Heal?
I mean, that's fine for now.
I do
Doing
exactly
this in
that.
front of us?
Yeah, dude, you watch me put on this cryptic vampire mask, and I just.
I'm gonna divine sense.
Sure. Nothing glows about him. The mask is a bit weird, but it's not evil.
I'm gonna walk back up a little bit. That's a little creepy.
Yeah. It's strange to be sure. The mask, make a religion check.
It says, yeah, I have to roll 2d10 to heal. Oh, yeah.
You don't know where you heard about these things, but you know that the item that he has placed on his face is known as a sanguine mask. And basically, it's not technically evil. It's not technically good either. But basically what the item kind of does is grant certain aspects of the undead known as vampire to its wearer. Specifically, the ability to consume life energy and regain health.
Okay.
Definitely
Still
a weird.
eating it.
He's eating that heart. Nom.
We should save his armor for Typhon.
You, Aramil, you are going to be speaking down to them about the armor as you're, messing around with the gemstones. Make me a thieves' tools check because you're trying to pry them out, and you realize you're going to need your trinkets. You manage to get both of them out. They're really big, like I would say the size of a basketball in width, and they are rubies, beautiful, and they just gorgeous. But you managed to get them out, and I assume with help or just by yourself managed to get them down. But one last thing, make a perception check for me. Yep, good enough. In the back of the right eye socket, just sitting there, in where behind the gemstone, where it would have been lying, is a ring. You reach in, snatch the ring up. It doesn't seem to do anything bad or anything. No explosions or anything crazy.
And none of us saw it.
All right. Yeah, so you guys would find that underneath the tree there is a single package for every single person back at the camp, every player character. The forge has already been dealt with. There's a weird handle, and the heart had a gemstone in it, and the heart for those of you who like consuming hearts. The armor that the guy is wearing does not appear to be very useful for a regular sized person, and it doesn't appear to be magical. So you don't presume it'll resize to fit somebody. If you want to carry the hundreds of pounds of steel, a couple 100 pounds of steel that the armor is made out of, you certainly can do that. But we already have plenty of steel back at camp.
Oh, it's not magical?
It's not. But at his belt, he has 3 things that might be of worth to you. He has 2 handles. The handles just look like dagger hilts, and they don't have blades. And then he has a sack, tied to his belt.
Grab the sack. Check.
Whoa.
Not that sack.
You grab the sack and you take a gander at it. What do you do with it?
Open it.
Yeah, it's empty. It's kind of dark in there.
Oh, God.
Is
I've
it-
seen this movie before.
It's dark in there.
It's dark in the bag, yeah.
Can I do like some sort of Arcana check to see if it's magical?
Yeah, if you guys are taking some time, I assume that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're taking some time, then you would find out that is effectively a bag of holding, but it's what's known as a greater bag of holding. Instead of only being able to carry 250 pounds and weighing, I think it's 25 pounds after, this bag can carry 1,000 pounds, but the bag will always weigh 50.
Holy
Not the
smokes.
bag I remember.
It is empty, too. You would also be able to discern that. Okay.
We got something to carry the gifts in.
The weapon that you picked up, the club, Boozer, it is, as you kind of play with it, you learn that it is a legendary item, and you also manifestly learn its name. because it tells you its name. It lets you know who it is. It is known as Clubby the Mighty. It is a club, but it deals 1d10 damage when used one-handed. It deals 1d12 damage when used two-handed. And it gives you a bonus to your attack rolls equal to your proficiency bonus. It gives you a bonus to your damage, or sorry, half your proficiency bonus. Apologies. It gives you a bonus to your damage rolls equal to your proficiency bonus. So half proficiency bonus, round up, and then damage equal to proficiency bonus. So as you level, it will scale with you.
That's ridiculous.
So, I kind of want to keep this, but
I mean,
if someone wants to roll for me with it, I don't mind.
I tend to stick towards shields. You keep that one.
You owe Uru a weapon later. You keep that in mind.
Well, this one looks pretty good. Good old Clubby.
Yep. And I'll get you a card for that as well here in a bit. Clubby the Mighty is a... it's a legend. It really is. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, let's go back to what we were doing. The ring, Aramil, as you play with it, you realize that the gemstone that's kind of set in the ring's setting, it moves. It kind of oscillates off of it. And if you spend time with it, you actually learn what it is. It is Ramanon's ring. And you learn that it gives you a bonus to your saving throws, +1 bonus to your saving throws. But in addition to that, it can be used as a set of thieves' tools with unlimited charges. And in addition to that, you have advantage on thieves' tools checks to deal with mundane traps or locks. If it's a non-magical lock, you have advantage on your checks to open those.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. The diamond is just a really expensive diamond. If you want to make me a history check there, Sear-Sha, be wonderful. Yeah, hold on a second. I didn't expect you to roll. Oh, I should have expected you to roll well. I don't know why I wouldn't. Hold on. Why is my... Really? My compendium's not working, so I can't look for what I'm looking for.
While he's looking that up, like, Sear-Sha is not a greedy person, so I know I have the greater bag of holding in my hand, but if you guys want to roll for it, for who gets to keep it, I am completely fine with that. Because I would have stated to you guys what this thing does.
All I would like to do is for one of you to give me a white beard so that I can put all these presents in there and then carry them and start handing them out.
Put it in the bag of holding we got.
I can trim some off of the guy we just killed.
You're pretty certain that the weight of all the packages will fit perfectly inside of the bag, no problem.
Well, what if I want to open my package?
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Do it. I want to know if it's a bomb.
All right. Real quick, side question. John Dupree sitting, you imagine John Dupree sitting there in a chair. The chair is like a great, just Christmassy throne. And you are not your character, you're Kevin. And he says to you, John Dupree says, "Come have a sit on Santa's lap, little boy."
Oh, God.
And Kevin, I ask you this for your character, but I ask this for you. If you could choose one uncommon magic item of your choice in this game, in Player's Handbook or Xanathar's, or I don't think there are any uncommon in Xanathar's, but any uncommon magic item, what would that item be?
I have no idea because I don't think I've ever looked at magic items in this game.
So you're going to need to start looking at the Player's Handbook, and other people start thinking on the same question.
Is there like a link you got for this?
I mean,
I recommend Don John.
Don John works
has
real
a
well.
pretty good list.
Yeah, and you can sort it by its rarity.
Okay, so would you say uncommon magic item?
Mm-hmm.
John, for the magical aspect of the arrows that I shoot, if shot from a magical bow of some sort, they are considered magic?
The arrows, the ammunition will be considered magic for damage purposes, yeah. But like I said, the ones that you have are consumed upon the use. So you can't shoot them, go recollect them, and that's not how that would work. But yeah, the gemstone, the diamond, sorry, it's 1,000 gold piece gemstone.
Okay.
Which, make an arcana check for me, or a religion check, rather, either or.
I'm overwhelmed by the price.
Still good enough. You would realize that that's actually the material component for the spell Resurrection.
Nice.
It's a 7th level spell, but yeah, you still know that that's what that also is capable of doing. What else? What am I missing? Am I missing something? Oh, the 2 handles. They look like dagger hilts. Did somebody want to play with those during your rest?
I'll play with one.
Sure. You would realize that if, like, by focusing on it, you kind of understand, like, the nature of it. If you brandish them as a weapon, ice begins to coat over the tops of the handles and form into ice blades. Razor sharp ice blades, a pair of them.
Like daggers?
Like daggers.
All
But they
right,
do daggers that do slashing damage. And you would realize that the traits of them. Sorry, hold on a second. They grant a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and when you use the attack action while holding both daggers, one in each hand, you can make an attack with your offhand, the second dagger. For each attack you make, you would make with your main dagger. So, and that's done as a bonus action. So if you have the extra attack feature and you attack twice, as a bonus action you can attack twice instead of just once with your bonus action.
I relay this to everyone. I'm like, is anyone kind of like into holding 2 weapons in their hands?
Also, ice razors can both be drawn at the same time or stowed at the same time, so as a pair. And you can elect to do slashing damage or piercing damage with ice razors. The 2 daggers actually count as one item for the purposes of attunement, and they do require attunement. Shaff, is this ringing any bells?
As far as?
Did you not pay attention to what I was reading?
No, I did.
Yeah, they're bone razors, but they're ice, and they grant a +1 bonus to your attack roll.
Oh, I didn't hear the extra attack part, though.
Yeah, it's exactly the same wording as bone razors.
Oh. They seemed eerily similar.
They're exactly identical, except that they +1 damage, +1 attack.
I pull out my bone razors and examine them and hold them out. I could make good use of them.
All right, well, there you go.
Maybe Shadow could use. Well, he's got his.
He does have a swashbuckling nonsense, yeah. You can talk to him about it for sure, but yeah. Basically, I'll get you a card for that as well. Ice razors, it's identical to bone razors, and upon rereading, and after last night, we need to make sure we have it right. Extra attack, you attack twice with your main one, and then as your bonus action, you're effectively taking the extra attack action again, but with your offhand.
Yes.
Right. So you shouldn't be getting 5, you should be getting 4 total attacks.
Okay.
Yep. That said, I think we're done, right? Is anything else? Anything else I'm missing? Oh, the rubies. The rubies are worth 750 gold pieces apiece. The big nasty ones, yeah. Pretty beefy. And Sear-Sha, with those rubies, you think that if you actually spend some time working at them and cutting them, you might be able to make them worth more than they currently are worth. Because they're pretty raw. They don't look like they have like faceting or anything done like that.
Well, if you guys let me, I'll do it, and then of course we can share the loot.
Oh, also, are those ever-burning torches still lit?
All of the ever-burning torches are still lit. How many do you want?
We're gonna take as many as we can fit into this bag and take them back to camp.
2, 3,
Probably all of them.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 total from where you guys have been around. 24 total, sorry. From where you guys have been. The portcullis is still down. It looks like there might be some passageway or egress that way, but I'll be honest, the portcullis cannot be moved from this side.
The brazier, is there anything special about that? Same with the anvil.
No, the brazier seems to be burning. It's not magical fire though. Did you roll successful and know what Phaethon was before?
I think a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so you would realize that this statue that's kind of looming there in front of you, it appears that this brazier is actually kind of a gateway to wherever it's imprisoned.
So how many? Sorry, which rubies were the ones that we could redo?
The big ones, the 750 gold piece ones. The ones that are like a basketball size, but they're like raw.
And how long would it take me to recut these?
You're pretty sure that if you invest not your whole life, but maybe maybe a 6 day at most, just working at them, you can probably create a difference of double. So
if you guys are okay with that, then I will return the gold to you guys.
Fine with me. Aramil likes gems, but those are too big to carry in his pocket.
One other thing you would know as a jeweler, it's a trick that's used by jewelers sometimes, but if you use a bit of residuum, specifically 100 per is what you're thinking for these, you can actually create star rubies out of them and basically change the nature of the rubies entirely, and it would actually triple the cost.
Okay.
So you can put some money in to make them worth more if you want.
You're a jeweler.
Yep.
Okay.
Did I
And
miss anything in the loot?
I'm going to be posting on the. I think we're good on everything, right? Is anybody? Are we missing anything?
Seems like there was more loot that I missed in that.
So no, big bag of holding, ice razors, the Ramenon,
That didn't seem right. Yeah.
Ramenon's ring, Clubby the Mighty, which wasn't a hammer,
Clubby.
a big diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces, 2 big rubies worth 750, 4 garnets correct, and 4 rubies correct. Yeah, we're good. Didn't miss anything.
I feel like that loot wasn't distributed.
Yeah, the Clubby went to Boozer has that. He's keeping that. And then Jeremy's Uru's got 1 ruby. No. Sorry, you have 2 rubies, my friend, because the thing knocked out 2 rubies out of its eye.
I tossed one to Boozer.
Oh, that's right. And he caught it. I remember now.
Oh, I'll give that to Sear-Sha to do whatever she wants.
Those rubies are pretty well cut, so they're not going to be able to be modified. The big ones are the ones that you can toy with.
Well, I don't know that.
Yep.
So in 5-6 days, you guys would get 430 gold each. So you can put that and just keep it in mind in 5 days from now.
All right. Cool. Anything else that you guys need from me?
Oh, like I said, did you guys want to roll on the bag of holding? I know I have it, but I'm good enough that I can. Whoever wants it,
you might as well.
It doesn't matter.
You might as well keep it. To be fair, everybody else has a magic item, except for Uru. Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Don't worry about it. He's going to open a present pretty soon.
Well, right. Again, any uncommon item that is in the Dungeon Master's Guide can possibly be in your present.
Can a bag of tricks be in my present?
Is Bag of Tricks an uncommon magic item?
Yep.
Then yes.
Oh, I think that's what I'm going to take, because it lets me summon more animals.
Pokemon! Okay. I'll be posting a forum post on the forum, okay, in Facebook. And it's going to basically say what I just explained to Kevin, but with a little less weirdness. I just want to know what your character's wish is. Once I post that, just in the reply to it, just post whatever item you have, and I'll get you a card eventually. Okay. Cool. You guys wander back, and the snow is no longer blaring about, and you seem to have stopped the problem. And you get back to home, and you can type whatever you'd like, and I'm going to kill the stream. All right. Thanks for watching. If you watched, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Thanks,
Happy
Fun game.
Hanukkah, all this.
Yeah, thanks.